All right, everybody, welcome to the final Saturday of the regular season of college football, and we got a good one. It's the game, one of the best rivalries in all of American sports. Ohio State going to the Big House to take on Michigan. Ohio State undefeated. Michigan looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. Michigan's won 4 straight in this rivalry, looking to make it 5 straight here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you've never done one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire away on the chat any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who you think wins this one, Ohio State or Michigan? If you are a member, you can share us for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for Ohio State and for Michigan. I need to change the you make the call. I did see they got rid of CJ Johnson. Not surprised by that. I can't believe they got rid of Nolan, but I'm not surprised they got rid of Johnson. I need to change the make call. Give me one quick second while I change this you make the call. How's it going, Jonesy? How's it going, Kev? How's it going, Nicholas? How's it going, everyone? Big Ten Championship going to be all red jerseys. I think so. Depends on what happens in this one, obviously, but I would think so. If Ohio State wins, they're in. Obviously, they're in the playoff regardless. #1 team in the nation. But we're going to see what happens here today if they can snap the streak. I need to change the you make the call. Give me a second before I do that. Santa Clara game 1 for Wednesday night. Let me change this. I saw that Ragnar fail his physical. I'm unfortunately not surprised. Mike with a 5-er. Hope you're well, unless you're a fan, unless you root for Teton. I'm Michael or Ike for the stream. OHI. There you go. There you go. Appreciate you, man. I will get you on a game for you make the call. Let me just change the you make the call accordingly. Frank, been with you, my man. Appreciate you. As always, let me, again, just update this really quickly. I'm not sure why I didn't get you make the call in. We're going to have 4 options for that. We are going to go with... Let me just... Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. So just adjust this really quickly. The Alliance give anything... Yeah, it's... I think he still might come back next year. I could definitely see him come back next year, but that's rough. That is just rough to not be able to come back. That's rough. Give me a second here, guys. Hang on. Just trying to change the make the call options because that one has been decided. So sorry about that, guys. Give me one quick second. We're going to start this game in just a little bit. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode. Tell the channel to do the karaoke thing in just a little bit. Let me just get this. You make the call up. I know the games I'm doing just to get the logos and the graphics in. So give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I thought I got this done before, but apparently not. So we're changing this really quick. All right. Do that. Hang on, guys. Then one more game. Let's do... We got some good games on Tuesday. Got some awfully good games on Tuesday that are available. Let's go... Let's do that. All right, Ohio State and the Whites. Michigan the Blues. Michigan will go to start. Give me a second here, guys. Let's get this graphic up, and then we'll be good to go. And they'll be able to get to everything in the chat. And take up 7-0. They win this game. They should be in the playoff. All right. Let's do this thing. The game is underway. 69% around with the Buckeyes to win. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. And that is where Bryce Hunter Company are going to start this drive at the 25-yard line. All right, you make the call option. Let's get this bad boy up. In 3, 2, 1. You got the entire weekend to vote on this one. We got some good options for Tuesday night college basketball. How's it going, Steeler? What difference for less like crazy? Networks leave things up and some take things down. Yep. ABC took things down, and man, I got a lot. Fox leaves things up. But, ABC takes stuff down, so I don't know what's going to happen tonight. Tonight will be interesting. First half, a 25-yard line. Handoff up the middle to the 30 and breaks the tackle. 35-40 on the very first play. 50, 45 and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Jordan Marshall on the very first play for Michigan takes him into plus territory. Gain of 37 yards. The options are Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, and Oklahoma, Wake Forest. Those are the options. Jordan Marshall did not play last game for Michigan. That 45-20 win against Maryland. Michigan ran for 4.6 yards per carry. Ohio State last time against Rutgers did a very good job stopping the run, allowed just 1.9 yards per carry. But a 38-yard run there, and Underwood checks it down the hitch pattern to the running back that's caught Marshall. He'll dive ahead to the 27-yard line. ABC sometimes takes stuff down. Hope ABC helped Mr. Tennessee Vandy. We'll see. We will see. I hope so. Yeah, John says size of champagne could end up there. I could see that. Don't got Oregon game on you make the call. This is for basketball. Does Oregon play on Tuesday? Hang on. First down, they go quick. Marshall on the handoff. That's going to get nothing. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down at the 29-yard line. Oh, they're hiring. Wow. I didn't realize that was the guy they were hiring. I did not know that. Yeah, we're doing Oregon at 3:30. We're doing the Oregon game at 3:30. This is for Tuesday night. When does Oregon play? Hang on. So Oregon for 2? Maybe. I think a lot of people have exhausted every angle of that one. Yeah, this is just... Yeah, Oregon doesn't play that night. Oh, they do, but that's at 8 o'clock. Or 10 o'clock, I should say. That's a later game. To the bottom of the screen. Underwood QB draw, and he's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Thrown down immediately by Kenyatta Jackson. How's it going, David? Go Buckeyes. Appreciate you, man. I'm assuming Michael wants to vote on you make the call. How's it going, Bobby? Currently staying tanks, so I'll wait for my next set of clients. We'll be in our streams. All good. All good. 3rd and 9. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Time is called. That'll be Michigan's first. With 12:45 to go in the first. Yeah, Big 12 is a very odd conference. You are not kidding. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel, so we try and grow this community even more. Yeah, let me see. Pitt, Miami is on ABC right now. And, yeah, that game has been taken down. So ABC took that down. Texas Tech, West Virginia. Yeah, rivalry weekend, I don't agree with that at all. West Virginia, Texas Tech, that game has been taken down. But Fox leaves this up for whatever reason. Because Fox just has no standards with anything. Have a cold? No. No cold. This is just what happens usually around this time of year. Just have a cold in 8 games in a 3-day stretch. This time usually gets pretty rough. But it's all good. I got the bot. Feel more relaxed, Mel, when it's raining outside? I do not, no. No, that's why I moved out here to Phoenix. Alright. So put Michaels to a vote. We're going to be live as well for the Oregon-Washington game today. And then we'll be live for the battle between, obviously, the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn. Big one there. Alright, so let me put it to a vote. We got today and tomorrow to decide on this game. For college basketball. This is for Tuesday night. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to subscribe on the channel. We got timeout on the field. They'll call that would have been unpaid. Oh, that sucks. Yep. It works wonders. Yep. I'm just going to be drinking a lot of water today. I feel fine. It's just, when you do 8 games in 3 days, it's going to be bad on the voice, but it's fine. You know that going in. You know that these 3 days are going to be interesting. Number one, the last time Ohio State won. Ooh. The last time Ohio State won the game. Lose You to Love Me, Selena Gomez? That's my guess. Lose You to Love Me. Right, back on our way here. A good start for Michigan. They have the ball inside the 30, but 3rd and 10. Still burned out. That's a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling to have. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, burnout's never fun. I actually see a split on that one. I'm calling all 3 games today. Yes, I am calling all 3 games. Wow, Iowa, Michigan State by 1% gets the vote. So we'll do that from Michaels. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. It's actually Ohio State that called the timeout, not Michigan. Underwood takes it, play action. Fires to the flat, it's incomplete. Not sure what that play design was there. It was for Marshall. Styles on the stop. It wouldn't have gotten any yards. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine. My voice gets stronger as the day goes on. Also, I've been calling a lot of games lately. Yeah, that was an Ohio State timeout. Circle post 1. Oh, man. Worst thing live performance ever. Probably Lose You to Love Me. That was pretty bad. The line for the field goal. Oh, no, I'm fine. I've called a lot of games, so it's all good. We're totally fine. This will be a 47-yard try. Dominic, 12 for 19 on the season. He's 5 for 8 from 40-plus this year. This to get Michigan on the board on the opening drive. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So Michigan, opening drive field goal for the Wolverines. They lead 3-0 at the Big House to start. Ohio State hasn't played from behind a lot this year. They're going to be behind on this opening drive when we get back. 3-0 your score. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. We got 3 items on the dock today. We should have a new video out tomorrow as well. I give it full attention to this game. I don't think we have a true chance of winning. Now, you're up 3-0 right now, but I get it. Yeah, at least got something on the drive. At least he got some points. That's what matters. I mean, you make the call options for college basketball. Tennessee, Syracuse. Iowa, Michigan State. Florida, Duke. Oklahoma, Wake Forest. Some really good options. SEC, ACC challenge. And then a Big Ten matchup between two teams. That's up for the defense to step up. Yep. I mean, Ohio State kicking fuels? No, probably not. But get something on the drive. What's crazy with the third down call? Not crazy about the call on the flat on third down. So Ohio State gets it back when we get back for their opening drive. And obviously Ohio State led by one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. One of the favorites for the Heisman, saying 13 for 19, 2 touchdowns last time against Rutgers. Big news for Ohio State. Cornell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, they are back. Did not play last week due to injury. They are back for this one. Demonstrates on Stanford calling timeout with 8 seconds left in the play. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that. You looking on the TikTok yet? I don't know the ad. I don't know the ad you're talking about. If I see it, I would know. Ohio State obviously undefeated this year. Yes, they've now had the best schedule. Only played 2 ranked opponents. Granted, they dominated those 2 opponents. Beat Texas, was never that close. Illinois blew them out. Heisman ceremony was next Saturday. Urban's on the pregame? I did not. I don't watch Fox pregame with Urban on it. The Heisman ceremony is next Saturday. Or no, 2 Saturdays. My bad. I forgot. 2 Saturdays from now. So Conference Championship next week. Then it's the Saturday after that. It's after Army-Navy. It's a wide open race for the Heisman. And the ceremony is whatever that Saturday is, the 13th. All right, back underway here. Windy day in Ann Arbor. A way to decline being interviewed for the play. I don't blame him. Painful memory all these years later. So your final game when that happens, oof. The couch doesn't move. It's like that Family Guy line. I love that. Interesting. The kick here by Sunderland. Fielded at the 4 and fair caught. So ball will go to the 25-yard line. That's where the Buckeyes will start this drive. Julian's saying 27 touchdown passes this season. Second most in the conference. You got a ground game averaging 5 yards a carry. And also have the best receiver in the nation, Jeremiah Smith. So top offense to stop. Well, I really got screwed in mid-games forever. Yep. He absolutely did. First down here for the Buckeyes. First play from Michigan got about 37 yards. What can Ohio State do on their first play? Staying in the gun. Back to his right, one on the top, one on the bottom. Play action, saying they're going to send 5. He'll take a deep shot, one-on-one coverage. Tate, incomplete. Broken up, good hands there by Berry. Cornell Tate on that fly route, particularly one of the top receivers in the draft. It is hard. You get him one-on-one. It is hard to stop. It's Zeke Berry, the senior corner. A beautiful play. Breaking that pass up. Tate normally wins those one-on-one spots. Not that time. 2nd and 10. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left. Sayin stares down the first read. It's a bad decision. Intercepted. Down the sideline to the 25-yard line. What a start here for the Wolverines. It's Jair Hill. Sayin was staring him down all the way. Never got off that first sweep for Jeremiah Smith. And Michigan will take over at the 25-yard line. Actually, I think they're going to mark him out of bounds earlier than that. I think his foot went out right around the 37. Still very good field position. Sayin's 5th pick of the year. It's Jair Hill. His first pick of the season. What a time to get it. Start playing dirty Ohio State. Mark it at the 39-yard line. It's a bad decision by Sayin. He was staring him down all the way. He'll injury Ohio State. Semish gets a shot. Yep, good field position here. 2 at the top of the screen in the pistol here. Underwood takes the snap. Play action. Flat's not there, so he's going to take off and run. Down to the 33. Taken down by Bonison. Gain of 6. You going for Michigan? Ooh. Yeah, Heisman stuck after that throw. Not great. Stared him down all the way. 2nd down. We know Underwood Cameron with the ball. We saw that a bit against Northwestern a couple weeks ago in that win there. Meanwhile, Miami lining up for a field goal try against Pitt. That's good. So Miami up 3-0 on the Panthers. I formation here now. Motioning to the top of the screen. So hand off to Marshall to the side. He'll get 30, 25-20. Safety to beat. Brings him down at the 11. They motion Bell to the top of the screen. And Marshall, another big run gain at 22. They're running the ball extremely well. Again, Ohio State, last time against Rutgers, allowed just 1.9 yards per carry. Michigan this year, 5.6 yards per carry. Justice Haynes got injured against USC. Someone's had to step up, and it's the redshirt freshman who is stepping up big time for the Wolverines. Jordan Marshall. Ball at the 11, trips to the bottom of the screen, back to his left is Marshall. Underwood takes it. QB draw, trying to bounce outside, gets by the defensive tackle, and then tackled out of bounds at the 10. Gain of 1. Stiff arm there on Kenyatta Jackson, where he gets pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9. Like last year, Michigan was making an old school Big Ten game. Yes, they do. Yeah, they run the ball like this. It's going to be tough. Yep, 4 down territory for me. I think it depends. It's like 4th and 7 I'm kicking, but like 4th and 3 I'll go. And the pistol here. 1 at the top. Now motioning to the bottom of the screen. They'll fake the jet sweep out of the middle of Marshall. Marshall, we got trucked down at the 7-yard line. Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and about 6. Tyrone Malone on the stop. Yeah, a lot of axes. A lot of axes. Yeah, make it make sense. I don't get it. So Marshall checking out. Kustal checking in for the first time today. They've largely kept it on the ground this game. Figure they have to throw here. 1 at the top. 3 at the bottom as the tight end motions to the bottom of the screen. Underwood. Going to throw a fade. Incomplete. It's 1-on-1. Donovan McCulley, the intended target. But Agbaina's son, tight coverage there. And we'll see if they settle for the field goal. So 1-on-1 on the outside. Number 1 for Michigan, guarded by number 1 for Ohio State. In a 1-on-1 battle, and never had a shot. I'm not crazy about the goal line fade. It's a low percentage play. Especially against this Ohio State secondary. Buckeyes might dodge a bullet here. They're going to kick the field goal. All things considered, not the worst case scenario for the Buckeyes. So they're in the field position. Michigan will get 3. You want to walk away with a little bit more with the starting field position. But Michigan up 6-0 to start. We'll see what Ohio State's going to do. Drive number 2 when we get back here in Ann Arbor. Well, you can do that. You just can't grab him in the face mask. You can't, like, grab the face mask. But stuff like that, they're going to let that go. He has a right to the ball. Corner's got a right to the ball there. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode, it's on the channel. Thanks for Blood's Finest. There you go. We have 3 games on the docket today. Oregon game at 3:30. And then 7:30, the Iron Bowl, which now it always had meaning, but a little bit more meaning after the last result with Texas A&M. And we'll be live for that game. Kentucky field goal was closer to the end of the uprights. Jeez, was that bad? You got the Tech game on, I've got the Miami game on right now. Obviously, I'm a game, but I might flip off Tech if they score here because it's going to be 14-0. And then you make the call options for college basketball. Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, Oklahoma, Wake Forest. For college basketball, Tuesday night. I'm going to call 2 games on Wednesday. I don't know if we're calling 1 or 2 on Tuesday. We might just call 1. So I might then start decorating the tree that night. After the stream is done, I might just do that. So, might only do 1 game on Tuesday. But we got some good options. Now, I think tomorrow, Saturday Night Football, Broncos Commanders will be on for that game. Monday night will be on for Monday Night Football and the overtime stream before, as always. So, you know the drill there. Yeah, Tech up 14-0. That one, I think, is going to be a rout. I think Tech is the clear-cut best team in the Big 12 at this point. How many ESPN or Notre Dame playoff game on NBC has the rights? The rights only apply for the regular season. Postseason's a whole different beast. Only applies for the regular season. I have a Jeff Simmons jersey in the Hall of Fame. I have no idea. I legit have no idea. It's the largest deficit they've had all season. Yep. They're not used to playing from behind. Well, yeah, the 25-yard line here. I'm not remotely surprised about the Territorial Cup yesterday. I'm not remotely surprised. Right, they only have regular season home games. Yep. Like, Arizona's a darn good team. I thought they should have been ranked a long time ago. And look, if something was a good season for ASU. I think all things considered, 8-4 with all the injuries they suffered. I would have taken that at the start of the year. 8-4. I think it was a good season for ASU. But obviously, I hate to lose the cup. I'm not surprised. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tate in motion at the top of the screen. They're going to hand the ball off of the middle to start. That's a good run to the 30. But that nice shoestring tackle by Brandon Hillman. He had space. He had space in the second level. Only going to get 5. That tackle might have saved a touchdown. It's Bo Jackson had space to run, the true freshman back. Right, it's only home games. Latest Ohio State trade all year. I don't know if it's the latest they've traded all year. I don't think it's the latest they've trailed. We have a stoppage here. It's going to be a critical juncture for Kenny. Yep, we got to see what happens with the quarterback situation, especially if Levitt does not come back. And Michigan going to take a quick timeout. Yeah, Michigan took the timeout very early there. So they'll have 2 left. And Bo Jackson on that carry, averaging 6.5 yards per carry this season. Leading rusher on the team. He's been a sensation. Had over 100 yards last game against Rutgers. So A lot of great players on this Ohio State team. Jackson being one of them. He's got over 100 yards rushing in 3 of his last 4 games. Bo Jackson, yep. It's funny, too, because his middle name is Bo. His first name is Lamar. So, he's either Lamar Jackson or Bo Jackson. He goes by Bo Jackson. No relation. Jackson this month has averaged over 5.4 yards per carry in every single game. Michigan can stop him. They're going to be in a good spot, but hard to stop this man. In the pistol, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They'll give it to Jackson again to the side. This time he's going to get 3. Down to the 33-yard line before he's taken down by Jimmy Rolder. LeBeau Jackson, yep. Third and 2. His full name is Lamar Bo Jackson. Yes, it is. Your quarterback's, yeah. Saints got pass rating 0, just as bad as he didn't show up. Yep, there you go. Third and 2 on the pistol, 2 at the bottom of the screen. Play action. Sayin fires in the flat to his tight end. That's caught. First down. They fake the stretch. Gain of 5. First completion for Sayin. It's a first down. Merrick on the grab. It's a great job selling that stretch and then spinning around to peel out as a wide receiver. Name David, give him a middle name that he can use. That's a smart idea. Yeah. Taken down after a gain of 5 by Berry. Play action again. Sayin stepping up. Just going to check it down the flat to his back. It's Jackson. He's got space in the 50, 45, 40. And out of bounds to the 39-yard line. Taken down by Hill. Gain of 24. Get Jackson the open field. Good things will happen. Bo Jackson the flat on the near side. And a good block there allowed him to get even more space by Brandon Innes. Ohio State's in field goal range at this point. Ball at the 39-yard line. 2 at the top of the screen. In the pistol here. Sayin will take the snap. Stretch it out to Jackson. He'll try and bounce outside. Nowhere to go, but somehow with a juke move, gets to the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, and out of bounds to the 5, forced out by Hill. No flags on the field. First and goal. Incredible run by Jackson. He was stifled behind the line of scrimmage. But the footwork, just juking Rolder out of his shoes, the stop and go. And then to turn on the Jets, I mean, that is a crazy good run. Rolder had him behind the line. Then he just stopped, changed directions, and accelerated just like that. One more group of 6 in the playoff? No. 2 AC teams in the playoffs? I think just going to be 1. No hole in there? Nope. I was looking for it. They didn't call it. Ball at the 3. Going goal line fade here with Smith. Incomplete. On the near side of the field. Berry on the coverage. The Eagles have just kicked the extra point. No, So I get the idea of going for 1. I get the idea of going for 2. The idea is that you know what you need. You know whether you need to onside kick. You know when you need to kick it deep. It all hinges on that one play. At least you know what you need. Team of the worst ranked offensive defense ever won the Super Bowl? No. Never happened. Second and goal. I formation here. They'll give it to the side on a stretch play. Nothing doing. C.J. Donaldson, his first carry of the day, and he's stopped at the line by Mason Curtis. Man, Michigan did put his arms up. He did. I was waiting for the flag. I was waiting for it in the second level. But you know it's supposed to be Wayne? I did not know that. And then after the play was over, oh, you can't do that if you're Michigan. Barham got in the referee's face afterwards. Half the distance. That's an automatic first down. At 3rd and goal at the 4 and a good spot at home to 3. Now it's a new set of downs. Barham just got in his face. Barham got in the referee's face for some reason. Not sure why. Am I just headbutted the ref? Yeah. I don't think it was headbutt because he would have been ejected for that. But he did make contact with the ref. Can't be doing that. How's it going, Adrian? Appreciate it tuning in. Dumb play there. New set of downs for Ohio State. You cannot afford to give the #1 team in the nation more opportunities. You're lucky to get ejected. Handoff, you're going to get a yard. Right, close, I think, was the Colts in 06. It's bottom-ranked defense. And then close to, like, bottom-ranked offense, probably the Ravens. How was that ejected? I'm not sure. So he did make a headbutt there. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. 2nd and goal. I formation here. Donaldson in the backfield. They'll give it to the senior. And Donaldson's second effort. Did he cross the plane? He did not. He did not cross the plane. Brings up 3rd and goal. Donaldson stifled so far at the line of scrimmage. If you're just joining us, welcome into the stream. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I know that YouTube took down a lot of streams with Ohio State, Michigan. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. I know YouTube took down a lot of streams watching the game, so I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Yeah, I don't think he crossed the plane. I think Hillman got the stop. I think Brennan Hillman got the stop. Meanwhile, we have an injury timeout, so we got a stoppage here. 3rd and goal. Somebody 5,000 from sports conduct. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think he got it. We got an injured player from Michigan. Can't make out who it is. But 5:26. When we get back, can they get a goal line stand here? What am I getting? How do I like my eggs? Scrambled. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We're calling 3 games today. We're calling Ohio State, Michigan. And we got a commercial break for a live stream of the game and I got copyright. Yep, I think a lot of streams just got taken down. You take down a lot of streams, it's like, you know, yep. Looks like we have my 6th level of respect in DC. Yep, I get you. You know, that was a bad decision by Michigan. Because obviously you were getting the stops to the goal line. Ryan Day College is Nick Sirianni. I think he's better than Sirianni. But I definitely get the comparison. Who I got in our game? I got Tennessee. I got Tennessee. We're a commercial break right now. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. And we're going to be live for 3 games today. This game, we're live later tonight for the battle between Washington and Oregon. We're live later tonight between Alabama and Auburn. We got the Iron Bowl. This is the place to be for college football. I do have Ohio State helmets. I do have Michigan helmets. All around, as you can probably tell. Why is he better? Less of a temper. Way less of a temper. They can't go Bowl again. Tate Smith playing? Yes, they are. Tate and Smith are out there today. Need Michigan win today as an Eagles fan, so I'll have to look forward to them, the Falcons. Or the Pistons, I should say. Yeah, the Pistons, I mean, they lost 2 straight, but 13 wins before that. I mean, I think Pistons are going to be pretty good this year. Have you ever heard the show Dynasty? Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of the show, yeah. So I figure 4 down territory for Ohio State. When we get back from the injury timeout, we got 3 games on the docket today. Jags player ever done something so stupid makes you resent my team? But, oh, yeah, 100, all the time. Miles Jack got ejected against the Chiefs. Malik Jackson against the Rares in 2016 getting ejected. Having the files for a reason. Yes, I do. Michigan sneaks in with an upset. I'm going to say fact. Worst coach game in NFL history? Oh, man. 49ers Oilers 1978 might be the worst coached. Haven't done a video on that game yet, but there was a lot. There was a lot that took place. Also, Ron Rivera against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. That was brutal. Eagles fans have a right to be upset with Tulo? 100%. Absolutely have a right to be upset. First down's too predictable. There's a reason why the offense was moving when they went no huddle. And Patullo had very little say at that point. There's a reason why. They don't stretch the field when Patullo calls the plays. It's X-X corner up, 21-0. There's a chance to double-check this goal line play if Donaldson stretched the ball across on 2nd down, and I don't think it did. Yeah, the elbow got across, but it was not the elbow with the ball. Against Syria against Jags, 100 times worse. Yep. Worst coach game between both head coaches. Honestly, Texans Seahawks is a pretty good case. Texans Seahawks. 3rd and goal, QB sneak, saying no signal yet. They're going to say no. They're going to say he's short. Saying on the QB sneak. Yeah, sneaks in with the Texas Conference win. They could. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate it tuning in. Oh, yeah, I recognize that. That was insane. You love hiring head coaches with 2 low OCs. Yep. Browns start Watts next year on a scale of 1 to 10. How surprised would be? 7. Let's double check. Yeah, it's definitely 4 down territory. It's going to be tough to overturn a call like that with all the bodies there. Usually once the ruling's made, it's hard to overturn. I don't think he got in. I don't think there's enough to overturn it. They'll take a look. He might have gone in. They're going to review it. It's hard with the bodies. Now they give him the touchdown. Now they do change the call. It was initially a stop. Now they call it a touchdown. It says to be hard to overturn the call. The overhead angle is probably the best angle we're going to get. And he got the push from Nate Roberts, the freshman tight end. I don't know if there's enough to overturn the call. I don't know if there's enough. Yeah, Fox is 6 on the board. They changed the call a minute after the touchdown. Yeah, they're reviewing it. Yeah, they still have problems coming. They definitely still have problems coming. Yeah, Pitt takes the lead on Miami. Obviously, Pitt wins that game. Miami is out of the playoff picture. Coming down to play calling offense, Patul is too basic and way over his head, but Nick is loyal to him, most likely be gone with him. Yep, same thing with Doug Peterson and Chris Taylor. Lions Rams should bring in Watson and try to fix him. I mean, personally, I don't think he should play again, but. And they initially called a touchdown. He got the push, the extra effort by Nate Roberts, the tight end, helping him on the push there. If Sayan does score a touchdown on this, it will be his first rushing touchdown of the season. Can he do my Panthers rush for? Easily. 100%. He won MVP. Took him to the Super Bowl. 100%. After review, they're going to say it was short. He was down, brings up 4th and goal. Obviously, they're going to go for it at the goal line. That was the initial call. It's funny. That was literally the initial call. As now flurries are coming down. Flurries are coming down. It is starting to flurry a little bit. We get some wintry weather. 4th and goal. Tight end in motion. Play action. Flag on the play immediately. It's blown dead before. There might have been some movement. There might be some movement here. False start. Back it up 5 yards. And Michigan is going to get a goal line stop. I'm assuming they're going to kick the field goal at this point. Even despite the stupidity by Barham, they gave him a new set of downs at the 2-yard line. They're going to get away with it. And they'll hold him to 3. Chance of Michigan make the playoffs a loss with solid effort, 0. 3 losses not getting in. 12-20, 08. Ooh, for AT top 40. Man. Back to middle school for me. 87 was a good year, too. End of 08 was good. 08, 09 were pretty good years. Because the mid-2000s were not that good. Only worry is if they try to do a year 2 of Patullo, I hope they don't. If they do, I think Sirianni, then his seat gets a little bit warm. Field goal try just tucks in the left upright. just tucks inside. And with 4:33 to go, teams trading field goals. 6-3. What a huge penalty. Michigan got a goal line stand. Then Barm got in the referee's face, committed a penalty. They had to redo it again. And then they get another goal line stand, including a QB sneak, and it's 6-3. Which quarterback from 2011 will only lead my team to a game-winning touchdown? Besides the big four, Tebow and Roethlisberger. I'll see Eli Manning. Must have been Peyton Manning. Because Peyton Manning... Yeah, if you mean Manning, you're going to say Eli Manning. Honestly... Romo. I would go Romo. Bama lose FSU or Texas losing to Florida? Which loss was worse? I think Texas loses to Florida. Because Bama losing to FSU week 1, you never know. Texas losing to you, if we knew Florida was a bad team at that point. We knew they were bad. Everyone deserves a second chance? Yeah, but he didn't show remorse. I don't think he deserves a second chance. Kickoff here. Michigan going to field it in the end zone. Touchback, 25-yard line. 2 drives, 2 field goals. Yeah, Ohio State don't have a slow start this year. Yes, remember that. The 1987 #1 song features North Carolina's first one was a solo artist. Ooh. For that date, George Harrison. No. George Michael. Yeah, 34 degrees in Pittsburgh. Yep. Not George Harrison. George Michael. Making it out live with the Ohio State merch in the stadium? It depends. Depends how the game goes. All right, Michigan State fan. Michigan fans watching, we don't cheer for you. No, I completely get that. All right, ball to 25 here, Michigan. 2 drives, 2 field goals so far. 2 to the top of the screen. Kept it on the ground so far. They'll go to Bryson on the run. He'll get 6. Good zone on that one to the 31-yard line. They've run the ball very well so far. Jordan Marshall's had a few big runs. Give it to Bryson on that one. He'll get 6. Just 3 passes thrown by Underwood so far this game. Brings up 2nd and 4. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, do emojis in the chat. Every donation also counts for this thing called You Make the Call. How many decide which game we're calling? Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, or Oklahoma, Wake Forest. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, in the pistol here. Play action. Underwood stepping up. They're going to send 4. He's going to take off and run with no one open. He's going to get sacked behind the line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. Caven Curry, the senior defensive lineman, making the stop. They'll get holding on Michigan. And they'll redo the down. So Curry will not get his 10th sack of the season. It's either 2nd and 14 or 3rd and 6. They decide to make it 2nd and 14, which I completely get. So Curry will not get his 2nd sack of the year. Or a 10th sack of the year, I should say. I'll redo 2nd down. Texas Path lost by Auburn, Michigan, Vandy, and Miami today. Lost to BYU next week. Oh, I don't think it may need a... Well, lost by Auburn. I don't think you need lost by Auburn. I think if Bama loses today with 3 losses, they're out. Ooh, 08 #1, late 01. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Now they're going to decline the penalty. 3rd and 5. They do decline the penalty. Underwood will be brought down behind the line again. So they decline the penalty. They change the call. And it pays off. Back-to-back stops, and that is Houston. Edric Houston telling Michigan they got a problem. And more chance to get burned on a big play. Yep, they changed the call. They changed it. Okay, 08 #1, Lil Wayne. Man, I don't know. On that one. The punt here. First punt for Michigan, Tallenbeck. Field the 22-yard line up the middle, goes to the 37-yard line. Innis on the run back, 15 yards. Yeah, that's where you decline it. Yep. Oh, T.I. Rihanna, yes. Live your life. Oh, yeah. I feel like Rihanna was already a superstar by that point. She was already a superstar. She already had a lot of #1s. It's ball the 37 here for Ohio State. For getting 3 last drive. All the 37. Texas, I want Bama to play a stronger Georgia team in the SEC Championship. Well, Bama, if they lose to Auburn, you lose to Florida State, you lose to 2 teams at 500 or worse, they're out. Texas leapfrogs Bama. Perhaps if Bama would get the 13th game. I'm not sure they punch them for the 13th game, and they already beat Georgia. Swings it out. It's Smith on the near side on the swing, his first catch of the day. He's back to not play last week against Rutgers. He'll get 2 out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 8. Ratio accepted penalties objectives to not allow first down. This leaves a chance second 14 was showing a big play. Yep. I was okay with that one. I was okay with that one. Yeah, they got his first big hit. Just Dance. Jacoby Odonis. 2nd and 8. Cowboys go to Super Bowl. They're playing well right now. They're playing pretty well. They got to beat the Lions to have a shot at the playoffs. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Motions at the top of the string goes Tate. Sayin takes it. Hands it off up the middle. Jackson denied at the 40-yard line. Damon Payne. Bringing the pain on that one again. Smith. He'll be the first receiver off the board in 27. It's not eligible in 26, but he would immediately be there. Army will have a rough day in the FCS playoffs. Yeah, you never know, because Army, Ivy League schedule is always interesting, always a bit weaker. I hate they're doing the playoff now. I hate they're doing it at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Like, spread it out. Do the games at night. Like, don't do it during this time. 3rd and 7. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Sayin in the gun. He'll snap it. They're going to send 4. First read, hitch route, caught. First down by Tate at the 47-yard line and trucks ahead to the 48 before he's brought down by Cole Sullivan. Right now, T.I., yeah, he's talented, but obviously, he's had his issues. On time work, accepts if it impacts potential field range of 3rd and a half. Yep. Or it's like a no-yard loss. It's like a 0-yard. Sayin started 0 for 2. He's 4 for his last 5. And Cardinal Tate, glad to have him back. If you're an Ohio State fan. Entered this game with over 700 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns. Smith and Tate might be the best 1-2 combo at wide receiver in college football. It's a combo that a lot of NFL teams, let alone college teams, would kill for. Now bouncing outside, Jackson cuts back inside. He'll be brought down at midfield after a gain of 2. Taken down on the play by Rolder. 21-0 to Youngstown State. Yeah, I think we saw with the FCS playoff, they did a lot of MVC bias. We got 6 teams in the Missouri Valley Conference in the playoff. Bit controversial how it happened, but we got 6 Missouri Valley teams in the playoff. And yeah, they're making a statement right now. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Will they get the snap off? They will not. They'll take it down. Right, Wheezy's another one, yeah. He's cheated death a few times, too. I'll put a poll up. Who wins this one? End of 1 here. Ohio State or Michigan? I do not remember that. I remember when ESPN carried like the D3 semifinals and final that Friday, but that day used to be just like D3 FCS day, but now it's first round of the playoff. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. So we try and grow this community even more. If you are a member, you get a lot of cool perks. You get your name at the end of each video. You get members-only Q&A streams. And you can use emojis in the chat. We do the emojis for the teams playing Ohio State and Michigan. We got 3 games on the docket today, including the battle between Oregon and Washington at 3:30, and then 7:30, Alabama, Auburn. Yeah, Idaho's fall off this year. Yeah, Eck is a really good coach. Yeah, Ray Malvese against the Falcons. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Did a video on that a long time ago. Lester Wink with the 5. Appreciate you, man. Go Blue from Ohio. Yes, we exist. You're one of the few. Texas up along the playoff list. Something crazy happens in the next 2 weeks. Well, I think here's the thing with Texas. I get this argument from Sark. I completely get this argument. Also, which game do you want? Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, or Oklahoma, Wake Forest? Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. I get this argument by Sark. If they were a 2-loss team with 3 top 10 wins, if they were a 2-loss team with 3 top 10 wins, they're in. There's no debate. Power 4 this year, I think it does 1 more year. And in Mexico. Like, they're in. I think, is it fair to punish Texas for going on the road to Ohio State and losing by 1 score? For scheduling a tough opponent. That's what it comes down to. Because they have 3 top 10 wins. Is it fair to punish a team for scheduling a top 10 opponent on the road? The number 1 team, the defending champion. Is it fair to punish them? And that's where it gets... That's where I completely get the argument for Texas. I mean, they look like a top 12 team right now. Yeah, 4-loss to Ohio State team, no chance of getting any of it. It's definitely biased on the committee's part. No, it's actually here. Yeah, X should win it. X should win it. Right, no one should let him start for those times. No, exactly. No, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. Lose goes to Ohio State practically win, on the road especially. Like, if Texas played a cupcake, if Texas played, like East Texas A&M or something, they played them, they're a 2-loss team with that schedule in the SEC, 3 top 10 wins, they knock off undefeated A&M, they're easily in the playoff. No one's debating. 2-loss Texas, easily in the playoff. But because they have 3 losses, are we going to punish them for losing to Ohio State on the road by 1 score? Like, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can punish them for that. Kelly Weather Tour, appreciate you, man. I don't know which game you want. Call it Delaware for not scheduling. This was in 2007. Wow. I want to ask you Jeff Sims. Yeah, it's obviously with Sims, it's not. He's not good at all. Coach of the Year in FBS. And then Dan Eve with the 5. Appreciate you, man, a ton. Sorting Couch lost that more opponent compared to the NFL. How's it going, George? Appreciate you tuning in. Are losses that much opponent compared to the NFL? Yes, because it's a shorter season. Also, there's like 130 teams and no one's playing the same schedule. So, yeah, you can't afford to have that many losses in college football. You want Iowa, right? Get you on Iowa. Appreciate you, man. And then I'll get to that in just a second. Which game do you want, Dan? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, losses are that much more because it's a committee that decides it. It's not... It's a smaller sample size, and there's more teams, and it's a smaller playoff. 12 teams and 130 teams are roughly in FBS, so it's very hard to get into the playoff. They go quick. 3rd down, Sayin. Comeback route. That's caught by Tate once again to the 41-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion for him. And come on with the tour. OSU. Oh, they're driving right now. It's early. Which game do you want? Come on, I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? I appreciate you a ton, man. You guys come in haunted donations. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let me get to that. But yeah, losses are a bit more potent in there. I appreciate you. Which game do you want, Dan, for College Basketball Tuesday night? And which game do you want? Come on, I appreciate you. And then Coach of the Year in each FBS. Man, that's tough. Yeah, it's a much better system now. Yeah, absolutely. First down the 41-yard line, Saying they're going to send 4. Has plenty of time. Going to step in the pocket, fire on the run to the sideline. That's caught at the 36-yard line by Max Clare, the tight end. His first of the day down the 4th sideline. So in each FBS conference, yeah, he's playing down the competition last 2 weeks, really killer chances. Yeah, they're not looking like a top 12 team right now. American, give me Eric Morris. ACC, Belichick. No. ACC, I would say Brent Key. Big 12, I'm going McGuire. Big 10, I'll go Kurt. CUSA, it's easily Jerry Mack at Kennesaw State. Hand off to Bo Jackson. He'll get stopped on the stretch play. Maybe got a yard to the 35-yard line. But taken down by Rolder brings up 3rd and 9. Whoever the Gophers will play next, all good. All right, so I'm guessing Big 10. I'll put on the Big 10 matchup. Appreciate you, man. Counts as triple, so. And should say one jumps to Ohio State? Not today. Unless they lose. If Ohio State goes undefeated, they're going to be number 1. Whoever wins the Big 10 is going to be the number 1 spot, if it's Ohio State or Indiana. 3rd down and 5. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Saying in the gun. Now changes the play. 6 on the clock. He'll take it. Hand off to Jackson. You run on 30 means you're going on 4th, but they get nothing on the run. Trey Pierce takes him down on the sweep play. 4th and 5. Come on, man, for 17 months now. Hot take, but Barkley needs to be benched. He's washed. I will say, I do think they need to play Tank Bigsby more. I know I'm benched. Yeah, Alabama Auburn tonight. Yep, we're doing that game. We're doing that game. Philly loses to the Chargers, bench Hurts, Fritz McKee. I wouldn't do that, but I will say Bigsby does need to play more. They found something in Bigsby and just didn't use him at all. 4th down. If you're going to go for it here, it'll be a 54-yard try. A bit too long in this. Again, you're going to run on 3rd. You go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th. 2 at the bottom of the screen, including the tight end. 1 at the top. Back to his right is Isaiah West. Sayin takes it. They'll send 4. Sayin steps up in the pocket, fires deep shot down the field. Has Smith caught. Touchdown. Jeremiah Smith on the fly route to the near side of the field. And the best receiver in the nation does it again. Welcome back, Jeremiah Smith. His 11th touchdown of the season. And Ohio State has scored 9, soon to be 10 straight points. Buckeyes in front for the first time today. The footwork there. Just blowing by Berry one-on-one. Safety help can't get there in time. And Smith, just 20 years old. Ohio State knows how to produce some really good receivers. Smith might be one of the best they've ever produced. What a double move. I will put it this way. Smith will be the first receiver taken off the board in 27. It will not be close. See you all in a couple of hours. They're reviewing this play. He clearly got in the end zone. Yeah, just keep throwing to Smith, and there you go. Good things will happen. Smith and Tate, what a combo they are. 2 third-down conversions that drive by Tate, and then Smith on 4th down. The best 1-2 combo. I don't know whether what is there to review? Well, I don't know what there is to review. He's clearly in. But what is there to review? What is there possibly to review on this? He waltzed in. There is nothing to review here. Comes loose here, but he has control. He still has control of it. He didn't fumble it. I think he's... I don't see much to overturn that. Did see it bobble a little bit. He had full control. But he made a football move at that point. He made a football move. He already took more than 2 steps. Unless they're saying it's going to be a touchback? Unless they're saying fumble for a touchback? Let's see. Obviously, he made the football move. He's got control. I think he still has control. Mountain West will go Mac. SEC, we're going with Elko. And Sunbelt, it's got to be obviously Chesney. Hang on a second. So obviously the foot comes down the end zone. But I don't think there's enough to overturn this. He still has control. He does bobble it, but he still has control. I think that's a touchdown. I don't think it's a touchback. I think that's a touchdown. I think he still has some control of it. Yeah, it's upheld. It's upheld. That's a touchdown. That would have been tough to overturn. That was a tough one. I'll put a poll up, though. I think it's the right call. I think it was just a transfer on that one. No, not the review. Yeah, I get the review now. I get the review now. I thought they were reviewing whether he got it. I didn't even see the bobble at first. I didn't see the bobble. Yeah, no, not on review at all. I thought they were reviewing to see if he... Because I didn't see the bobble. I thought they were reviewing to see if he got in the end zone. I was like, wait, he absolutely got in the end zone. Come on the tour. College football Rick from Ohio State again. More surprise? I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's Rick for Ohio State. Turn my attention to Miami Pitt. All good. You have 10-7 in that one. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel. And you got Mana wanted... Wait, which game do you want? Which game do you want, Kamana? Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, or Oklahoma, Wake Forest? Which game did you want? I forgot which. Which game do you want? Get you in the call for it. For college basketball Tuesday night. I'm guessing you want Michigan State, but is that you got you? I'm guessing you want Michigan State, but I just want to double check. 10 Syracuse. Okay. Did not expect that, but okay. I'll take it. Maybe it was rigged. Ohio State would have won the past 4 years. Yep. We get bonuses too if you're top 3 in XP. Money gets attached to one of those games. Everything counts as triple for you make the call. So $5 counts as 15, 10 counts as 30. You get the idea. We got 3 games on the docket today, including Oregon, Washington, and the Iron Bowl tonight between Bama and Auburn. Pitt line up for a 43-yard field goal, by the way. Pitt's line up for 43 yards out. And, woo, man, that kick is nowhere close. Whew, God. That kick was not even in the same ballpark. So Miami gets it back, 10-7. They have a touchdown against Ohio State's curse. Yep. That would have been enough for me to convince them. Smith gets his 11th of the season. Of course, how there was the upright. So that was nowhere close. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We got 3 games on the docket today, including the Oregon game against Washington and the game between Bama and Auburn later tonight. So, big day of college football last week of the regular season. We got American Championship next Friday. We stream every day. We do college, we do NFL, Sunday, Monday, Thursday. We do college basketball. We do college football, obviously. James Madison will not be calling that game. We'll call the American Championship on Friday. Saturday, we got 3 conference championships. We live for Army Navy. Live for all the playoff games. For Utah, I need ASU to win last night for a shot at the Big 12 championship. BYU can lose today. Still going to be in Texas Tech next week. Yep, they can. Yeah, BYU wins the Big 12. They're in. Texas Tech, I think they beat even with a loss in the Big 12 championship. Michigan losing, Canes are winning. Texas BTA. Wake me up for 3 p.m. Yeah, Texas fans actually have to root for Tech, which is going to be weird. Texas fans have to root for Tech. Seems to explain to us the way you thought that should be a touchdown. Kickoff field at the 7-yard line, taken out to the 10, and brought down right around the 15-yard line. Not much on the return. Like Boston Bell, KC. I do like KC. He's explosive in the open field. Yeah, Boston. I mean, if you get Boston, I think that'd be pretty good. I have to look at the receivers a bit more. You think they're going to miss the playoffs entirely? Oh, man. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to miss the playoffs entirely. But unless Texas lose by 40 next week, they're in. I think so, too. First down here at the 16-yard line. 10 straight points for the Buckeyes. Can Michigan bounce back here? Trailing for the first time today in the pistol. Underwood. Misdirection handoff and nothing doing. Stopped at the 18-yard line. That's some Curry on the stop. Brings up second down. We're on a Bryson on that one. A short-lived kids game should have watched. It's by J.D. Roth. Oh, I do not know that one. I'm going to watch UC BYU 7-0. Ooh. That'd be big, obviously. BYU loses that game. To the bottom of the screen. Then they need to beat Tech. Head on to the side. It's once again Bryson. He'll go down to the 22. Brings up 3rd and about 6. 3rd and 5, I'll say. Also, you can see my top picks. So I don't like Fields out than 3rd. Yeah. Bubbles are in the heck for Tech next week. Yes, they are. Funhouse. Never heard that one. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Back to his left. Underwood in the gun. Ohio State did not jump. They stayed within the zone. But they'll get PI down the field. I think Underwood thought he had a free play, so he just took a one-on-one shot for Andrew Marsh. It was not a free play, but he'll draw the PI, 15-yard penalty. Jermaine Matthews getting called for that one. Yeah, opens up the floodgates. Yeah, that's a clear PI. Just pushed him down to the ground, extended the arm. That's an easy call. Can't be doing that. There's PI where it's ticky-tack, and there's PI where you extend the arm and just throw the guy down, and That was definitely the latter by Jermaine Matthews, the junior cornerback. It's a new set of downs for the Wolverines at the 37-yard line. They'll now line Matthews, or excuse me, they will now line Matthews up on, I believe, McCauley. To the top of the screen, one on the bottom. And Clemson Scar, yeah, that's another one. High formation here. They'll stretch it out. Now cuts up the middle. Goes Bryson. I've not seen Marshall since the opening drive. We got 5 on that one. Nick Ruckus for this year, hopefully. Yeah, I wasn't able to do it last year, but hopefully we can do it this year. 2nd and 5. Kudzall. Averaging about 4.6 yards per carry. He's got the bulk of the reps here. Again, no Justice Haynes. Have not seen Marshall since the opening drive. Yeah, if they win 6, they're bowl eligible. Yes, they are. I want Missouri State to go bowling. So I want fewer bowl eligible teams. Hand off to the stretch play. 50, 45. Cuts of the C up to the 40. And brought down at the 36-yard line. Bryson up the C gap. They're running the ball very well today. Gain at 22 and a first down to the far side of the field. Much needed drive here. A beautiful block by cgiulianihpu. Knowing his assignment perfectly, opens up that hole, blocks it behind the sun, and at that point, Bryson's off to the races. You guys see that? Watch Scar? Clemson Scar relegated to SEC Network. That's what you know. Clemson's fallen off. Under 6 gun bowling? Yes. It's happened. Handoff here. Once again, it's Bryson. He'll be brought down to 35. Yeah, so if there's not enough teams that are bowl eligible, they can take someone, and they do it based on APR. So if you have the best academics, you go bowling. So there are a lot of years where 5 and 7 teams go in. Missouri State, I want to see them go bowling because they would get a spot if there aren't enough bowl eligible teams. Because they're not eligible this year because they're making the jump. 2nd and 9. I would love that. Their first year, they're just able to go to a bowl. That'd be awesome. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. I was like Tennessee went bowling in 2020 with like 2 wins. Because COVID was a weird year. Hand off once again. It's Bryson. He'll get down after we get a 2 to the 33-yard line. UCLA leaving the Rose Bowl for SoFi. I don't think it fixes the problem. SoFi is still just as hard to get to as the Rose Bowl. I don't think it's going to fix anything. Right, 4 and 8 has never done that. That would be funny. Yep. Delaware gets to win. There are enough bowl eligible teams, so they get a spot. If they have 6, yeah, Missouri State would get the first spot. Delaware will get the second. Because Missouri State has more wins. 3rd and 6. Same you have 3 on Toledo. Yeah, the MAC is just, it's a mess right now. 3rd and 6, Underwood. They're going to send 4. Comeback route. That's caught. First down right at the 6 of the 26-yard line. McCauley on Igbona's son. And this time, we saw earlier the goal line fade. Igbona's son won that battle. This time, it's McCauley who wins it. And that's a first. How's it going, Cujo from Stony Brook, West Country? You have to find easy to get to stadium. You know, it's not easy to get to the stadium. Hand off to the side, stretch play. Or sweep, I should say. And it's once again Bryson. If you don't need 50 bowl games, it's for TV purposes. Again, the bowl games at this point are for TV. It's like I used to be in that camp where there's too many bowl games, and now I'm like, you know what? It's either we watch football or there's nothing on. So I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it. Right, you at least access Rose Bowl Light Rail. You can't access anything with SoFi. Bowl stadiums are a pain in the butt to get to. Like, I love SoFi, but it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, Levi's. I haven't been to Levi's. Hopefully I'm going in February. Hopefully I can go in February this year. 3 at the top of the screen. Back to his left. Receiver goes in motion to the bottom of the screen. Underwood get a hand off to the side. Bryson trying to bounce outside. Now has to cut back in. Great contain on the play by Arvell Reese, one of the top players in the nation. Projected to be a very high draft pick, and plays like that are why. Great contain to force him back inside, so loss of 5. So a lot of ads for San Jose Airport has Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It also sound entirely Syria Fire. Nobody. See, it gets a bit warm. Fly San Jose or San Fran? I have no idea. Levi's right access to State Farm? Yes, State Farm, there's no light rail. I will say there's no light rail at State Farm. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Underwood, 3rd and 14. Pressure, throws on his back foot. Caught behind the line, jacked up. Bryson. Destroyed by Katie McDonald on that one. And Arvell Reese. Off his back for a lot of pressure. Yeah, I have a lot of my friends to be bummed. I think so, too. Yeah, Nick is doing wild. I think they're just doing Wild Card this year instead of Christmas. Yeah, because Christmas was Netflix game. So, they only did it when CBS had the rights to it. Fourth down is going to be a 48-yard try. Yeah, Coliseum went better, I guess, yeah. But obviously, that can't happen because USC. 49-yard try here. Dom is 2 for 2 today. Make it 3 for 3 as that kick has plenty of distance. They're not going for on 4th and 14. 3 field goals. Sonny Styles. I do like Sonny Styles. And Weeks is another one. Jake Rodriguez is a beast. I love Rodriguez at Attack. Yeah, Metro Light Rail ends in Glendale, but not specifically at Westgate Plaza. I don't get that. Like, you would think it would end at Westgate. That's a great shopping complex. Westgate's really cool. Westgate, there's a lot of cool stuff at Westgate. But, like, it's so hard to get to. 10-9. Right now, 4th and 14. Yeah, that's not that crazy, no. At least enhance the bus service around State Farm. Yep. Game sucks. It's a 1-point game. Does Wildcard go Saturday, Fox, CBS, Sunday, Fox, CBS, NBC, and Monday, ESPN? Prime gets a game. No, Prime will get a Saturday night game. Prime gets a Saturday night. Big laugh, you're not in and around AT&T with no public transit whatsoever. Yeah, Super Bowl was a disaster for that reason. Super Bowl 45, especially with the ice storms, it was a disaster. For many reasons, but that was one of them. Suns are war for making NBA Cup quarterfinals. Another game against OKC. I hate it. Did I not change the... Oh, crap. I didn't change it. My bad. I never changed from first to second. My bad on that one. Apologies. There we go. And that's the number 1 spot. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know why I never changed it. Son keeps saying data over and over again. Say mom when he's bad. I love that. Oh, man. Counts as triple. Appreciate you, man. No, besides some penalty, they've been living pretty good so far. On Jam on Haley could be a big bust because just disappears not go away. I gotta see more tape. So basically, I start watching tape on like individual guys around the combine. Yeah, that one roller coaster in Glendale, I hate it. I start watching tape right around the combine on guys. So 40 was bad from transit. Yeah, there. Oh my goodness! Holy crap, man. Edav with the 100. Oh my goodness. You were good luck in the Texas game last night. I had to come back and show my appreciation. I cannot thank you enough, man. Oh my goodness. You are amazing. Holy cow. I can't thank you enough. That means so much to me. Which game do you want? You also, if you want me to stream anything, Jamie, make the playoff. I think if North Texas wins, they should make it. If Tulane wins, Jam, you should make it. Membership for next emoji, like 110. Oh my goodness, man. You're amazing. I love you, man. So, if you want to pick a game on the right side of the screen, you can. You also, if you want me to stream anything you want for $100, I'll do anything you want me to. So, if you get to decide Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, or Oklahoma, Wake Forest, you get to decide which game you want me to do on Tuesday night. I appreciate you a ton, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. I did not expect that. Wow. I appreciate you a ton, man. Kickoff here, fair call out at the 25-yard line. Wow. Here's the counter again. Yeah, we get to the 100 for the next emoji. Yes, we can. Hockey stream. It was definitely interesting. Yeah, I gotta get my feet wet with hockey. I got my feet wet. So you gotta decide any game you want me to on the right side of the screen. And if you want me to stream anything else, you get that right. If you donate 100, you get a hundo jack. As I call it. Flag on the play. It was a touchback to the 25. Wow. Holy cow. After the play was done, unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team. So move it up to the 40-yard line. So Michigan's got a very good field position. Bears Packers game on, Bears fan 2. So it does not work for... Actually, hang on. Give yourself a moment. I'm not sure. It does not apply for football. So I never do the football games. I'll do Sunday, Monday, Thursday. It applies for... Hang on, though. Let me just double check. There's a 425. Let me check the... Hang on. Let me check the schedule. Hang on a second. Let me check the schedule. We might do that. We might do that. Actually, they changed the call. It's actually on Michigan. They changed the call. Wait, what am I saying? No, it was on Ohio State. It's on Ohio State. Ball at the 13-yard line. I lost my bearings after that. I lost my bearings after that one. Is he touching error now? Yep. Not surprised. Gain of 9 on that one. I lost my bearings completely with Thunder Jack. Yeah, you can't. So you can't do for NFL games. Yeah, it'll be a bit too chaotic. So I appreciate you a ton with that one. So you can't do for NFL games. How's it going, Patrick? My Jags play at 1. Yeah, it just if it goes OT, I don't want to push it. Second down, play action, saying middle of the field, open. It's tight end, makes the grab at the 45-yard line. Kazmarek on that one, gain of 23 and a first down. Have a Stars game? We can do a Stars game. Yeah, we can do a Stars game, absolutely. Let's do a Stars game. Hang on, let me check their schedule. Let's check their schedule. I will do that. Let me just double check some things really quick. First down the 45. We'll do a Stars game. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let's go. Hand over the middle here. Jackson to the 50. 45. Juke first down inside the 40. Brought down the 38-yard line. Taking down the play by Caleb Anderson. That's a first down plus territory. Rating? Not rating. If that's the Rhinos fail. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's so hard. It is so hard when you're coming off the couch to play mid-season. It's so hard. Ball the 30. I don't think we're rating. You know, we're not rating. We'll stay on. 2 at the top, 1 on back to his left. Saying they'll send 6. Fires to the sideline, overthrown, incomplete. Let's go, Pete. Appreciate tuning in. Yeah, I think Ohio State will win that one easily. Let's go with... Yeah, we'll definitely do a Stars game. We'll do a Stars game. Okay, let me see. The best state for that. Stars Jets. Do Stars Jets. No, Rangers are doing make the call. We always did make the call for Stars Devils. We'll go Stars Jets, December 9th. Swing play here to Jackson to the far side field to the 32 line. How's it go, Jake? Appreciate you tuning in. Stars Jets. We'll do that. Stars Jets, December 9th. So we'll do a hockey stream then. Stars Jets, December 9th. Because I got streams for the other ones already planned with you make the calls. Stars Jets on the 9th. We'll do that. And also, you're going to help me decide Tennessee, Syracuse, Iowa, Michigan State, Florida, Duke, or Oklahoma, Wake Forest. You got to decide on that one. Come stream some and do it? Not yet. Well, I can stream Stars Jets on the 9th. Right, problem is Friday we have the American Championship. Right, Flock off the couch at 23. Didn't for a quarterback versus an offensive lineman. 1 on top, 2 on the bottom, back to his left, 3rd down. Sayan takes it, they'll send 4 plus a spy. Slam pass, behind his man, but caught by Innis. That's the first of the 25-yard line. So Stars Jets on the 9th. We'll do that. NHL should do a game in Fairbanks every year. I mean, they did a Lake Tahoe game. I don't think that would work. Rolling up that at 90-degree angle? Yes, it is. And also, you gotta help me decide, Edav. A Florida Duke, all right. So that counts as $300 on that. That counts as $300 on Florida Duke. So it's a triple. We'll go call a timeout with 2:03. So it's flurry now again. We have a 2-minute timeout coming up in just a bit. Come on, let's hear. You never asked what you'd have won. Oh, no, I did. I did. Florida Duke. He won a Florida Duke. Michigan takes him out right before the 2-minute timeout. Boxing UFC, I've never streamed that. Besides, like, the Olympics. I'll get you on Tennessee. Appreciate you, man, as always. So, 1 timeout left for the Wolverines. Ball at 25. Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, we're voting on it. Wednesday, we're doing High Point basketball, and we're doing the Santa Clara game. Right now, with the end of pay-per-views, yeah, that was the reason I couldn't do it before. Mr. Sean Moore? I mean, I want to call time before the 2-minute timeout. Was the play clock winding down? Because I would not have done that. I couldn't make up the play clock because I was, like, focused on the Hundo Jack. But, answer the Wabble, yes. Michigan called timeout. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not sure how someone's ever going to snap the ball. You know how someone's going to take this clock down. Thanks again. Gotta go bless the most streamers. I appreciate you a ton, Dev. Means a lot to me. Jet sweep pass to Jackson. Up the middle to the 50. Gain of 9. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout. Yeah, I appreciate you a ton, man. That means the world to me. Hi, this Wednesday? No, that was... No, that was last Wednesday. No, I wasn't doing a game this week. No, High Point plays this Wednesday. It's doing a High Point game. Maybe you heard High Point and thought it was hockey. We're doing 2 basketball games on Wednesday. We'll go hockey for Stars Jets on the 9th. You guys have been awesome today. I appreciate you guys a ton. Stars Double should be good next week. It should be. I'll definitely have an eye on that one. So Stars Jets, that's the first one we can do in terms of streams that aren't already pre-planned. Ohio State winning before the game? I did, yes. I had Ohio State winning this one. So Stars Jets on the 9th. Yeah, I want to get some hockey practice in. I definitely want to get some hockey practice in before. So it's not my main sport, but I do need to get the reps in before the Olympics. And obviously, I got to start somewhere. Hopefully, it's a better game than the first 2 hockey games we called. The first 2 hockey games we called were complete crap. Called the worst game of the Stanley Cup, and then we called the Sharks have 6-0 blowout. Hopefully, this one's good. And tomorrow's live on stream, we hit 300 tonight? Yes, I would. 300 in the final stream, yes, I would do that. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like and subscribe to this episode on the channel so we try and grow this community even more. We'll stay on for halftime. We'll have Oregon, Washington later tonight. You guys have been amazing. Have a college jack plan? Oh, let's go. That'd be fun. I covered the game of the most fights. Yes, I did. I covered a boxing match, pretty much. Yes, someone asked earlier if I've ever done boxing. That was the closest thing. Yeah, if the Jags win tomorrow, they can knock the Titans out of playoff contention. Yep, somehow I think they're going to. I think the Titans have been out of contention for a while, but they can officially do it. I think Jags win tomorrow. I think it's like one of the few times I ever will take the Jaguars to win a game. They got to do it. They have to beat the Titans. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to beat the Titans. You have more of a reason to win? Yep. If you're 8-4 going into the Colts game, man, that game becomes massive. Rams, Colts, Seahawks. That sounds about right. Margin of victory ahead of... Yeah, obviously I think the Colts will go down because their schedule gets a bit tougher. But Rams are just a class above. So I stream start on time? Yeah, every stream's going to start on time at this point. Every stream starts on time. The only reason the last one didn't was because I was at the game. But yeah, the Jags-Titans game, I'm not going to the game. It's in Tennessee. The game starts at 1. So, Unless there's like 3 lightning delays or whatever. We're starting it on time. 2nd and 1 again. Ohio State can take this clock down. Time is not an issue for them. Handoff. Jackson up the middle. That's a first down to the 11. You figure Moore should take a timeout here. Oh, 10 on that one, Gamana. Cold Steve to win tomorrow just gets the Jags too, yes. You figure Michigan will take a timeout. Clock is at 1:53. I would assume that's why. How soon the bus at the Christmas tree? Well, no, the clock is running now. I haven't had time to set up. We're going to set it up on... Yeah, Moore's not taking a timeout for whatever reason. I'm going to set up on, I think, Tuesday night or Monday. Monday or Tuesday, I think I'm going to set up. Hand off up the middle. Jackson at the 5. It'll be brought down at the 2. Now, you figure Moore should take a timeout here. Try to get the ball back again. Chance to double dip here for the Buckeyes. Not going to. Throw this along to the top? Yeah. I have to, like, arrange the tree in a way that you can see everything. Yeah, Moore's not taking a timeout. Ohio State gets a chance to double dip. No lighting tomorrow, Nashville. Let's go. Yeah, they're just going to let this clock run. They're just going to let this clock run. They have no time to do anything, really. Toss out to Jackson. Jackson gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1. It's usually around Thanksgiving. And Moore, any day now. Any day now, Moore. Any day now. Are you kidding me? They're not going to get a possession. Any day now, Moore. Ohio State has 2 timeouts. Time not an issue for them. Any day now, you want to get the ball back. You want to get the ball back? Okay, they're not gonna. Moore is just holding his timeouts. Ohio State takes one with 19. Okay. Look, Ohio State took a timeout, I think. Okay, wow. That was special. That was special. Edit this live? Yeah, I gotta get the footage of the game. That was something else. Chris Ross calling the Jags. Hasn't been announced yet. Doing a tree around December 1st. I didn't plan it that way. Yeah, that's interesting. Again, really a finite ending for Ohio State. They're not pressed for time in any way whatsoever. Ohio State gets the ball to start the half. They have a chance to double dip. And Michigan called him out before the 2-minute timeout with 2:03 for some reason. I don't think Moore has any idea how to use timeouts. Yeah, this man has no idea how to use timeouts. I would have crashed out more if I had more of a voice. Do you have a problem? Oh no, what did he do? You whatever gave me surgery 3 condolences. Yeah, this is the video. Let time expire while his kick crew was time for the field goal? Wait, what do you mean he let the clock expire? Like for a delay of game or like actually like end of the half? Yeah, can't catch one at Dave and Buster's. Yep. Tony Romo's voice was from glazing Mahomes the last 4 weeks. I mean, to be fair to Romo, that throw by Prescott to CeeDee Lamb was amazing. We've seen Mahomes and Kelsey do that many times. Yeah, 1 year ago, the Chiefs won because, well, O'Connell wasn't paying attention. Also, because Antonio Pierce was awful. Oh, the game clock? Oh, the game clock. Wow. Yeah, I need to do it for the Nebraska Hail Mary, too. I just didn't do it. Didn't have time. Like, this is impressive how bad his clock management skills are. Because Moore does this often. I mean, he did against Northwestern, too. Moore is just that bad with managing the clock. Like, it's kind of impressive, actually. 3rd and 1 for the Buckeyes when we get back here. And again, Ohio State gets the ball to start the half, so a chance to double dip. Ohio State took the timeout. Just wait for LIVESTREAM. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, dumb decisions. One of the top 3 of the bottom saying, with Innis motioning, bomb the screen. They're going to send 5. Slam pass, caught, touchdown. They give it to the motion man. Brandon Innis, saying second touchdown pass of the day. Innis, his 3rd of the season. Ohio State. 16-9. Yes, they are, Jacob. Yes, so obviously I'll be able to complete the script for the start of the 3rd quarter. Yes, I will. Yeah, if you're going to use timeout, then why not let them score? Yeah, exactly. Well, at least Michigan's got a timeout left. It's not going to come in handy. But I'd rather have the timeout than, 15 seconds left? I don't know about you, but would I rather have a minute and no timeouts or 15 seconds and 1 timeout? Yeah. When the clock stops, uncomplete passes and first downs and out of bounds anyway. Yeah, I'd rather have the 45-second difference. God. Extra point is good. 17-9, Ohio State gets to start the second half. But, I mean, Michigan saved their timeout for a reason. Again, they burned one earlier with 2:03 for some reason. Is Kiffin gone? I mean, with his retweets yesterday, I don't know. Based on his retweets yesterday about his dad, I'm not sure. Does it show this? Yeah, if I can get the footage, yeah. Yeah, Morris give a jump anyways, yes. Forgive me if I try to call you the deadline. Yep. I'm going to try during the halftime break. I'll try. Michigan could return take. They could. Worst way, Myers Schlereth. Yep. I get it. That crew is bad. Schlereth is hit or miss. Sometimes he just is very pedantic about stuff. But Myers is just really bad. How's it going, Abby? Still angry now, tired. I've been checking him from 38,000 feet above ground level. Yeah, that was a... That's been a rough weekend. Kickoff end zone, touch rep ball to 25. You guys like flags? You find the footage? Yeah, it's easy to find it. I just have to... No foul on the play. I just have to screen record it. Or I have to download it, but I have to wait for the next day to download it. Yeah, I'm in Breeze. Too early to tell. It's only been like 2 things. Raid will stay on for this one. Napier is only worth a powerful level right now as head coach. Napier is not employed. Napier got fired. So... Weird Ragnar situation, I'm not surprised. Again, it's hard for an offensive lineman to come off the couch like that. Underwood, 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They got 16 seconds left and a timeout. And they're going to run the ball. And we'll go into the half. Oh, that was productive. Good job, Michigan. You can really afford to lose possessions against the #1 team in the nation. Flag on the play. Are you kidding me? What's this flag? We're just going into the half. What's this flag? Someone else we're going to? Ooh. Best to worst play announcer. Everyone of best worst color commentators. On sports-like conduct. Michigan and Ohio State. Displays of stupidity. Yep. Keep a decision coming. It's got to come today. No, Michigan didn't call timeout. Yeah, I mean, best play, I go Iron Eagle. And color commentator, I mean, Greg Olson, J.J. Watt. They're up there. Judge being likely interim. Well, I think they're planning. They're just a contingency just in case. Yeah, we go to the half. All right, that was quite the more experience there. How it gets it a start. That was the shot, Michigan. Yes, 100%. 100%. Hang on, yes, hang on. NLL game if there's a 100 track for it? Yeah, I would. I say will flag play today? I don't think they will. So we're at halftime here. You see if it's late at least. If announcement is imminent, apparently. Yeah, whatever it is, it'll be a bombshell. But I mean, if you look at what Kiffin tweeted yesterday. I mean, I don't think he would tweet something like this and then not go to and not stay. I don't think. It'd be pretty scummy to do it. Like, this is what he tweeted yesterday. How much try the game? In here from motivational speech? Yep. Oh, no, yeah. It was really dumb. You're not wrong on that one, Michael. Yeah, like, so, Kivens tweeted this. Have the office sound pops, thumbs up, wish I could hug you right now, you could guide me. And then Lowe tweeted out this, and Kiffin retweeted. This is the real Lane Kiffin. This is the real Lane Kiffin. Pretty obvious today during post-game press conference how much Kiffin misses Monty, who's the kind of person that creates a sense of warmness in every setting and treat everybody like they were somebody. So, a few things with that. Number one, there's an Ole Miss logo here. You can see the Ole Miss logo. Number two, he coached with Monty at Ole Miss. Before Monty died, the final 4 years that Monty lived, he was working with his son at Ole Miss. Then treated everybody like they were somebody, so, like, not abandoning them mid-season. So why would you tweet that and then leave? Like, I think he's dropping a hint that he's going to stay. Just based on this, I don't know why you would retweet this, make this thing, have the Ole Miss logo in there, talk about your dad, who you coached with at Ole Miss for 4 years, and then treat everyone like they were somebody. Baker start tomorrow? I don't know, actually. Let me check. Yeah, that's right, but that's too high for them. Yeah, he is going to start tomorrow. Yeah, he apparently is on track to start tomorrow. It's not official, but he's trending that way. So that's what makes this a bit concerning with Lane. I think he's dropping some inklings that he's staying. It's like, this is the memory that he has of his dad. She says weeks on CBS. I would assume so. He might have coached for 6 years. Yeah, basically his entire life. What notification will happen when it breaks? Schefter's going to tweet the news too, I would think. But McMurphy. I've got... I'll do a poll, yeah, I'll do a poll. And Lane Kiffin's son just tweeted something out. About Ole Miss. Give it a UMass, yep. They have a still higher than week. I believe they do. Like, Kiffin's son just tweeted this out. He lost playing season at LSU. 7. Like, Kiffin's son just tweeted this out. Remember Van Hamill? Yep. Like, what is this? I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but I'm warning if dogs are allowed here. And he tweets Ole Miss. Like, this should just be cruel. If he takes the LSU job at this point with everything he's tweeting, this is just cruel. Next time we're getting Chiefs Titans, they're not getting Chiefs Titans. No. No way. No, that week, Nance Romo would probably get... No, Steelers Lions. Wait, hang on. Wait, that's the wrong week. Wait, hang on. Wait, Chiefs... Yeah, they would get Steelers Lions. Or, no, Patriots Ravens. They'll go Patriots Ravens. What is it? Did I show it? With Juice Kiffin? Takes Trevor Smart's job? Because the Little Angels playing it? No, they'll go like Harlan for that one. Yeah, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself here, but I'm wondering if dogs are allowed here. And this is actually his son. So, like, why would he tweet that? If he's not taking the job at all, if it's not staying at Ole Miss, like, this is just cruel at this point. This is just cruel. How's Cal ranked 12th? Probably because of Charles Davis and McCourty. I didn't agree with a lot of the rankings. Yeah, 3-man booth is why, yep. 3-man booth. I'll put a poll up, though, later. If you like what you see, folks, hit like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. Try to grow to see me even more. And then Michigan fan, I think he is, yes. I thought he was in the booth for a Michigan game one time. McCarthy Tucker should not have been 11th. I don't think people listen to them enough. I think that's why. McCarthy's just not that good. I do like Ross Tucker. McCarthy's just not good for football. What point to go from going to LSU or staying? I think after the tweet yesterday, I thought he was going to stay. Just overall for man of the year. Yep. I thought it was going to be LSU, and then the tweet last night. I don't think the Egg Bowl had anything to do with it. Honestly, I don't think the Egg Bowl result had anything to do with it. Based on the tweet last night, that was the moment when I pulled into the parking garage of the bar last night and saw that tweet. That was when I'm like, oh, okay, he might be staying. Because that's the last memory he has of his dad, was coaching at Ole Miss. And then why would you retweet that and tweet that out? Multiple things. And his son's tweeting that out. I did see that, Jacob, yes. I did see that. This is just a crazy saga. He never helped Gabriel. So I think there might be something in terms of like whether he's allowed on the sideline or not. Based on the recovery process, I don't know. But we'll only have people just super send him. Kiffin stays at Ole Miss, he's around for life. Yep, he's not going anywhere else. Kiffin, if he stays at Ole Miss, that's it. He'll never take another job again. I don't think. Because LSU is one of the powers. Florida is where he really made his mark and has all the sentimental attachment. Both those gigs are open. He doesn't take that. He's at Ole Miss for life. The thing is that why start over? Like, what incentive do you have? Is one incentive for the year? I would assume so. What incentive do you have to start over? You're in a great spot right now. You're winning all the time. Yeah, players going to have a feeling either way. Yeah. Kevin Jordan, only two big gigs he has not got. Yeah, those are two best college football. Yep, and I don't think they're opening up anytime soon. Well, Georgia's definitely not. Bama. I mean, DeBoer's seat does get a little bit warm if he does lose the Iron Bowl and does not make the playoff this year. It does get a little bit warm. But we will see. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. You almost feel it was based on how the players felt. They had a chip on their shoulder. They definitely had a chip. The Bama is almost never cold. Nope. Sam was the only one who was able to fend it off ever since Bear Bryant. Almost never cold. It could have been a last-ditch effort to stay. Yeah, last way to stay. He's got a great thing going at Ole Miss. I wouldn't want to start over. Especially with how bad of a situation LSU is in terms of the structure. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We got 3 games on the docket today. CBS for 3:30. And the night game, obviously. Iron Bowl, Bama, Auburn. Should be a fun one. 17-9 your story. We have 7.5 minutes to go for the second half here. Ohio State gets the ball to start. Here's some halftime stats for you. All we got this moment. Sane been very good since the interception. Started over 2, but since the interception, 13 for 15, 145 and 2 touchdowns. Jackson, 77 yards rushing. And over 6 yards to carry. Jeremiah Smith, that big, controversial, but big touchdown grab on 4th down. Carnell Tate, 2 big 3rd down grabs. He's got 25 yards. Brendan Innes with the last touchdown, the slant pass. Ever since Marshall went out, they haven't been able to run the ball a lot. Michigan just 5 pass attempts. 3 for 5, 16 yards is Underwood on the day. Yeah, they don't get given their setback years. Jack signs on TSN Plus tomorrow. In Canada? I'm still gonna have to pay for that. Like, otherwise, I don't know why TSN Plus. I don't have like TSN Plus, like ESPN Plus. You have to pay for it, or it's like an extra, like just a channel behind cable. I don't know. I know TSN. I don't know if TSN Plus is like a streaming service or whatnot, but if that game's nationally televised, like for free, I don't get that at all. Yeah, 3 for 5. Yep, 3 for 5 passing. Yeah, pay for it? Okay, that makes sense then. Coach, I want to go to Major Blue Blood because they know they'll go Faraday for a 6-6 season. Yep, you're not wrong. Again, I would not, believe me, I would not start over. I would not want to start over if I'm Lane Kiffin. Pay a subscription to get access to the game digitally. That makes sense. Okay, so it's not like over the air. Okay, that makes sense. It's not over the air. It's like if that's a nationally televised game in Canada, that makes no sense. Games over free are Niners, Browns, Texans, Colts, Cards, Bucks, Rams, Pheasants, Bills, Steelers, and Vikings, Seahawks. So you get the good games at least. You get the marquee games. Yeah, I didn't see the play in the Clemson game. Wait, let me actually flip that on. Right, that's Saturday Monday night, obviously, yeah. So you get the good stuff. That's good at least. Yeah, flipping on Kentucky, Louisville. 20-0 that one. Who, man? If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm just refilling my water, so give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a chance to refill. Alrighty. As you guys, head coach, it won't be Ogeron. It won't be Coach O. I don't know who they would get. Maybe they draw for Summerall? I don't know. Let's get the National 1 and 425 as well as Bills, Vikes, Pats, Lions, Seahawks, and Citadel games. Because I get the teams that are close to Canada and the national games and Citadel. Does that make sense? Citadel, Brian Keller should go to Florida. Please, no. Please, God, no. All right, I'm going to close the poll here, and then I'm going to put up a second poll about Kiffin. You guys come hot to donations. I appreciate you guys a ton again. Every donation counts toward you make the call. I'm going to decide which game we're calling. If you get Stoops. I'm going to put Florida as a third option, but I don't think he's going there. But it's something to consider. I don't think he's going to go. Maryland, Ball State, they have not surprised by that. Yeah, Stoops to Kentucky, I think his time has run out. But the thing is that this is a crazy cycle. It's a crazy cycle. So they might keep him for one more year as a result. Better coach, Kirby Smart, Ryan Day. Second hundo, can you imagine? Kirby. Least favorite team in each of the Big Four. All right. Niners. Astros. Thunder. And, Stars? Event less than an hour while Hundo is event over an hour. Problem is if there aren't too many events that are under an hour. There's no events that are under an hour besides like selection show. Yeah, Iron Bowl tonight. Yep, Auburn, Alabama has some classics. Yep, and this should be a good one on paper. Where's the mess option? All right, take a second to spend the money to buy him out. And 17-9 your score. How State gets to start the half. Nuggets for NBA. Not for Thunder. Okay. "69 days for the Olympics." Nice. I should probably go Abs. That makes sense. Your least favorite teams. Ooh. They watch everybody in all Sox, so I think that makes sense then. Hey, Bama's a War Eagle. I think a lot of people are room for Auburn tonight. It's going to be interesting. And more sympathy and anger that Thunder took him. That makes sense. Your least favorite. I don't know on that. Lakers? Well, I know Kentucky. I know that. Like in terms of pro. Patriots? I'm actually not sure. Right, we'll start the second half here. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel, try to go to me even more. Ohio State gets it a start, chance to double dip. Let's see the poll results. 63% you think he's staying. Guess your least favorite? Maple Leafs. I know, like, no one hates Maple Leafs more than Maple Leafs fans. So, I'm going to guess the Habs. I'm guessing for you it's the Habs. I don't know for the others. I'm going to guess the Habs. Maybe Celtics? So close to Niners or Rams, yeah. I figured you hate Niners more. When you go to the Giants, no, I don't think he's going pro. I don't think his shtick would work in the pros. It already tried once. He was younger at that point, but there's a reason why college coaches don't go pro anymore. When they do, they fail pretty badly. 17-9. Right, Kentucky, I would say Pistons, Pats. Yep, okay, got Pats. Reds and Kings. All right, here we go. Bruins, Dodgers, Chiefs, and Lakers. I can respect that. Yeah, Louisville's destroying Kentucky. I'm running on Montreal over Boston, but it's not the right ballpark. I just say the teams that win a lot. But if you lost Sam situation with Niners easily, yeah. So that wouldn't bragging rights for life. All right, let's do this thing. One score game, but Ohio State on the front foot here. I'm going to make it a two-score game on this possession with any points. We got some flurries in Michigan. The kickoff here. Fielded at the 5. Taken out to the 10. 15 and brought down the 21-yard line. That's where Say and company are going to start. Say a very good first half after the opening drive. 13 for 15 after the opening drive with a pair of touchdowns. And join me tonight. You see who's bowl today? Yeah. BYU, I think they're going to win that one. Join me later today for the Oregon game against Washington. That game is start probably around 3:40 Eastern time. I mean, it's Dolphins, Lakers, Yankees. I'm not sure NHL, probably Panthers or Penguins. I'm surprised Dolphins. I'm actually a bit surprised it's the Dolphins. Would have felt like Eagles. Coming out the Patriots playing in the Super Bowl. Screen pass behind the line. That's caught by Smith. Bounce off one tackler and will go out of bounds at the 25-yard line on the far side of the field. Right, Giants are close in baseball, yep. But I guess, Dolphins make sense against division, but I feel like Buffalo maybe. I get it. I do get it. Casey about to go bowling. After how poorly they started the season, good for them. Yeah, Reich never sits on for a full year. Nope. Definitely Dolphins. Seriously, you never had a playoff game against them. But I get it. I completely get it. 2nd and 6. Handoff up the middle. Jackson will be brought down at the 30-yard line. 28th minute. That's fair. Yeah, with the Week 17 game and the Miami Miracle 2018, yeah. That's fair. I'm assuming before that was just whatever team Manning was on. Not Colts or Broncos, just whatever team Manning was on. Would be the most hated before that. 3rd and 1 to 30. Darren Waller is going to... Speaking of the Dolphins, Darren Waller will play against the Saints on Sunday. Darren Waller activated from IR. No one hates the Cardinals, no. Cardinals are just there. They're the team eating glue sticks. They'll never do anything as long as Bidwell's the owner. How about the middle? That's going to get 2 for a first down at the 32-yard line. I think the Rams love the Cardinals, actually. I think Rams-Cardinals are the friendliest rivalry in football. And the Cardinals lent them their stadium after the wildfires. And they were the home team. I mean, they did, so much. They treated the Rams like they were the actual home team. Rams-Cardinals, it's all love. No one hates the Cardinals in the NFC West. It's Cardinals fans. Do the top one, the bottom of the pistol here. They'll stretch it out. Try to juke back inside as Jackson and will. Can't spin out of danger at the 35-yard line. Gain of 2 before he's brought down by TJ Metcalf. I'll give Bibble that much. Bibble's a terrible owner, but I will give him that much. What he did in terms of giving State Farm Stadium to the Rams was a class act on his part. And they went all out. They went all out for that one. How much says consume pizza? Last night. It's been exactly one night. I ate pizza last night. I'm going to have tomorrow when I make after the games like I always do. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Play action. They're going to send 4. Saying in the flat, wide open is Jackson. Catches the ball at the 39, jukes outside to the 45, and thrown out the 47 for a first down by Metcalf. In the flat on the far side of the field. Right, the Cards from the NFC still low too. That's the other thing too. I don't with the Jets. They're 2 free wins every year. Not wrong. Like I said, Rex Ryan. You probably had a reason to hate the Jets. Rex Ryan at least treated that like a rivalry. And obviously the playoff game in 2010. But since Rex Ryan left, yeah, you have no reason to hate the Jets. Right, Seahawks from Stars have no far back history of them. No, they do not. Have A&M fallen to 6? Yeah, I haven't done the rankings yet. They'll drop a bit. 1 top 3 at the bottom. Saying, pump fake. They're going to send 4. Fires to the sideline behind his man and dropped. Not the best throwing for Max Clare on the near side of the field. On the out route. But still a throw that you got to catch. Or pass you got to catch, I should say. Second down. I love Rex. So he was a funny guy. Oh no, he's a character. We need more guys like Rex. You said my force BYU into a win in against Texas Tech. Yes. Well, would 100%. BYU is not getting him. If BYU is Lucia, they're not getting in unless they beat Tech. There's no chance. Stay down, hand off here to Jackson. He'll try to cut back inside and brought down at the 49-yard line for a gain of about 2 by Brandon Hillman. 3rd and 8. You know, BYU has a chance to make the playoff even if they lose to Tech, but if they lose to UCF, they're not making it. No chance. So then 2 losses. Their schedule's not been the best. You lose to an unranked 500 UCF team. You would need to win the Big 12. My Cowboys hit the Cards since they can't beat them since the late 90s. Yep. So the top 3 of the bomb. Also, there were a lot of Cowboys fans out here because they were the team out here before the Cards moved. On the middle of the field, that's caught on the hitch route. And Claire will be brought down at the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. 4th and 2. Decision time here. Playing SoFi, if it was completely indoors, Wildfires, probably. 18 playoffs here, 12. 12 team. Well, the Chargers of the game, yes. Not 07, it was 03. It was 03, the Chargers Dolphins. That was at Sun Devil, though. So they didn't have control over the stadium. That was an ASU thing. They didn't have control over the stadium. 4th and 2. Will they punt? They will. Not going for it here. I'm a bit surprised by this. Plus territory. 4th and 2 with a 45. They're going to play the field position battle. That's a mistake. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. I don't believe that. McGuire, bad punt. Just 25 yards to net. Michigan start at the 20-yard line. Conference game of Sterling basketball. Some conferences do that, where they do like 2 December games. The Big South used to do that for years. They'll do like 2 conference games early on. And that's it. I don't know why. Right, Hawks and Irish are not rivals to low too, but then obviously everything skyrocketed after that. So Michigan ball at the 20. They dodge a bullet. I don't know why they didn't go for it there. If you like what you see, though, hit that like button, subscribe, post the channel a ton. You gave extra momentum, yep. What game is it? What game is what? Well, this is the game. You might trade stuff for the Wolverines. Yep. Bold strategy, Colin. Let's see if it pays off. You have to go Carol Harbaugh years for when Hawks took off. Yes, 100%. Because the Niners were not that good when the Seahawks tore the NFC West. They made the playoffs in 0-2, and then they didn't make it again until Harbaugh came there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do love Ravens Steelers. That's a fun rivalry. Always hard football. The Seahawks Raiders was the closest Seahawks rivalry in the Old West. So even that wasn't like a crazy rivalry. .2010 Niners Seahawks, that was intense. That was like the last truly intense rivalry. Like pure hatred between the two sides. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Back to his left. Underwood. Play action. They'll send 4. Fires middle of the field. Double coverage. And still caught at the 46-yard line. Donovan McCulley jumping up to get that ball. Threading the needle again. Underwood only threw 5 passes in that first half. The snow is falling hard. Again at 26 and a first down. Again, Michigan going quick to the line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. The give to the side. Play action. I'll go in the flat. Nothing there for Marlon Klein. His first grab of the day. 2 straight passes for Underwood to start. Yeah, that's exactly where Ohio State punted the ball on 4th and 2. Decided not to go for it. Takes all of 1 play for Michigan to get there. Yep, snow is falling hard. I love it. Brown Chief Rival coming back? Yes, it is. 100%. That's a fun one. 2 at the top. 2 in the backfield. 9 to go in the third. Handoff up the gut to Bryson. He'll get stuffed at the line. Nothing doing. Ever since Marshall went down and Bryson stepped in, it's been rough. McDonald on the stop. Back. All good, Patrick. Appreciate you tuning in. Third and 10. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Guess when CP wearing 4 layers of clothes plus under blanket. Ooh, that's, yeah. Sun's goal. He only sent 3 with a spy. Screen pass, incomplete. Would have been way short anyways. 2 Ohio State defenders swarming in on him. Regardless. I'll have to punt the ball away. So they can't take advantage of the good start to the drive. Close to making until the 7-4 layering up. Ooh. Yeah, that's why I live out here now in Arizona, where it's not as cold. Sonny Styles was going to light him up if he made the grab, so. Not a 3 and out, but awfully close to it. The punt here, it is a shank. Oh, no. Down at the 44-yard line. That barely got the first down if it was just a punt. If punting yards counted for a first down, that barely got there. That is a 10. Counted a 10-yard punt. Hollenbeck, a disaster. Just want a close game, I get that. There's another way to say it. A disastrous punt. You thought McGuire's punt was bad, just 25 yards of net. Hollenbeck says, hold my beer. Right, summers are hot, but here too not quite as hot, but way more humidity. Yeah, I don't like the humidity. Humidity sucks. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel. Try to grow this community even more. And a lot of you in here right now. I appreciate all you guys a ton for being here. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We're live for the Washington Oregon game later today and the Iron Bowl. Got a good day of college football here. Speaking of Miami, just outside the red zone, up 24-7. Looking very good right now. So look, taking a pit. Does it pretend how they got back after 3 out? That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, if you pretend the first pass ever happened, then that'd probably be where they would have gotten it. So it's a good mindset. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. You said blowing it? Boo. Well, I'm not sure the way they've looked today. I'm not sure. That making the Big 12 is enough for them to make it. I think they need to win that game. They might need to win with their schedule. They're not looking convincing right now. Michigan playing dumb decision? No. On 4th and 10? No, they have an actual dumb decision. The timeout match at the end of the first half was a dumb decision. Punting on 4th and 10 is a dumb decision. Giants rule out Thibodeau for the Monday night game against the Pats. Tulane loses? Well, Tulane doesn't impact anything. Tulane losing, North Texas gets in. Tulane's not fighting for the same stuff BYU is. Tulane would not be even in consideration if it's for an at-large spot. They're not fighting for the same spot. I don't think Kentucky's winning. 4th, maybe your punter sucks, you lose by 1.5 possessions. 4th and 10? In your own territory? No. No. The dumb decision was the timeout match at the end of the first half. Ball to 43. One the top, two the bottom with the snow coming down. Back to his left. Play action. Fires to the sideline. Caught by Tate. He'll get brought down to 50. Metcalf on the stop. Game of 7. Touchdown here, Heidi. 2nd and 3. You wonder if the snow is going to make it hard for these quarterbacks to throw, but they come out swinging right away. On the snow? Yeah, that's not unusual. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his right. Play action again, Sayin. Steps into it, fires deep, open, Tate, caught, touchdown. On the post, parent over the middle of the field, Carnell Tate. Sayin's 3rd touchdown pass of the day. And Ohio State, after trailing 6-0, has now scored 24 of the last 27 points. Had all day to throw. And Carnell Tate, the junior wideout. A beautiful post pattern. Safety can't get there in time. Blows by TJ Metcalf. 50-yard strike in the snow, perfectly in stride. It's now a 2-score game. And it would take a lot at this point for Ohio State to not win the game for the first time since 2019. Pouring it on right now. Taking advantage of the awful punt. It's a 15-point game. 24-9, 7.5 to go in the third quarter when we get back. There's also, you have to remember, there's nothing to hide to. So first off, we're not hiding this, because it's the game. There's nothing to hide to. In terms of games that mean stuff for anything, Miami's up 31-7. Texas Tech's up 35-0. In terms of games with playoff implications, or conference implications, there is literally nothing to hide to. Oh, Sheriff's streak? Yes. Tanner Tyson? Yeah, that's a tough call. I'm going to go Tyson. And the thing with Tate that, I don't want to say it worries me with Tate. I don't want to say, how do you see it didn't, that game started late. So we missed the start of Oregon-Washington. So that's still in the first half. Sam Heisman favorite? He's up there, yeah. Yeah, UCLA started with, at 1 o'clock. Not 12 o'clock. So, impossible to do that. Timing-wise, it wouldn't work. I mean, the only thing with Tate that does, I don't want to say it concerns me. Scar does have implications. No implications on the playoff picture. The thing that concerns me with Tate, and it's not like a concern because he's such a good player, compared to Tyson. So Tyson's getting your cornerback 1. Tate's getting your cornerback 2 because Jeremiah Smith is that good. I don't know if that makes sense, but Tate is not doing this against the top cornerback on a team because the top corner is on Jeremiah Smith. Tyson's doing it against ones. But it's not a knock on Tate. He's still a first-round talent. He's still incredible. But I would feel more comfortable with Tyson than Tate. But yeah, they're both very, very good receivers. You can't go wrong with either one. FCS playoffs didn't start on time. It's going to be a tough game either way. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one. Right now, those games are at halftime. So every game in the FCS playoffs is either 3 possessions or more, or it's still at the half. So there's no chance to do it. Hyena Pitt. It's 24-7. And Miami is about to score a touchdown. Make it 31-7. There's really nothing better on right now. There is nothing better that has any implications. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. And we could end it early if it gets to an out of hand point. It's still 2 possessions. You don't hate a 2-possession game. You never hate 2 possessions. Can we send this early if it's truly over? Yes, I can. Well, we don't hide it to different sports. You gotta stay with any. You gotta stay with college football. We're thinking the best on team otherwise the number 1. Yeah, like the Giants. Yeah, that'd be good for the Giants because obviously neighbors. No other good game. San Francisco game. Yep. 24-9. Right. I'd be very surprised. I'll put that. I'd be very surprised if they come back. But 2 scores, you don't do it. But hand to the side, nothing doing. Again, ever since Marshall went out, the problem is that if BYU used to have started at noon, 100%. 100% we do that. 100% I have no problem flipping to that. But it started at 1. So we would miss the start of the Oregon game, which is big. The Oregon game is massive. Pump fake, curl route, that's caught the 30 to the 35. And out of bounds on the 30, early goes McCauley. On the near side, brought down by Bonus, again a 13 on first down. How's it, Stuff Team? Yep, they are. I got it. I know exactly where that's going. I've seen all the tricks in the book. I'm not stupid. First down to 38. Middle of the field, broken up. I have other streams today. Yep. That's probably I have other streams. Call 2 because they once can't do it again. No, not if they're different times. It's a very rare exception. Also, like my voice, you have to remember my voice is just like... I've called 5 games in the last 2 days for football. I have to stay on schedule. Yep. Just to collect runs events faster. I don't blame you. Second down. I do love that emoji. I do love it. They'll handle up the middle here. And that is Marshall. So Marshall is back out there. We'll get about 1 to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 9. And the snow is really coming down. It's wintry weather. Ohio State and Michigan, a cold reception here. They scored 24 of the last 27. 3 at the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. The Newton Slate's garbage. It usually is, to be fair. Marsh motions. They're going to send 4. Underwood, deep shot down the sideline. Incomplete. Igbinas son getting a call for PI. It was hook in the arm. The left arm McCauley, and that'll be a first down. In plus territory. Yeah, I think, especially with the Titans, but they're not going to take a receiver at 1. I haven't seen them since Keyshawn. It would take a lot to ref receiver 1. He pushed him out of bounds, was hooking him. Easy call there. Igbinas son got called for PI a lot last year. And it's called for it there. Or is the TV on UC BYU? Yep, I don't blame you. Well, that comes at halftime. 6 minutes to go. Congratulations. Appreciate it. Yeah. You guys are coming hot today. I appreciate it a ton. One time to the bottom. Underwood. Play action. They're going to send 4. Checks it down the flat. Incomplete. Looking for Marshall. Would have been a gain of about 4. Marshall can't hold on. Brings up second down. Bad drop there. Want to stay on schedule. Against this defense, want to stay on schedule. Obviously, the Ohio State defense, one of the best of the 21st century. They have not allowed 17 in the game all season. They're allowing under 10 points per game. Allowed more than 14 just once. Allowed more than 10 just twice all season. Marshall on the handoff. To the outside, he's going to lose 3. Sonny Styles collapses in on him, 3rd and 13. We need the touchdown for the same pick? Yes, you did. You called it, too. Not going with field goals. You called it. Third down here. $5:30 to go in the third. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right is Bryson. Underwood takes it. They're going to send 5. Hit as he throws to the sideline. Out route overthrown. McCauley. Great one-handed grab, but was way out of bounds. It was a bad throw. I'll probably have to punt the ball here. McCauley was open on the out route. Got the separation. Underwood was hit on the throw. He's thrown 8 times already this quarter after throwing just 5 times the entire first half. It is not good. You score 3 touchdowns, 3 field goals, 24-21. Different ball game, yep. Very different. Hollenbeck. Last punt was 10 yards. This one can't be worse. Fair call at the 13-yard line. That's better. 34-yard punt. Hard to do worse. How's it going, Lucas? Let's go Ohio State. They're in a good spot right now. Very good spot right now. Ohio State scores a touchdown. Well, we can't hide it, but we could end it early. If Ohio State gets a touchdown, we could end it early. Thoughts on Ragnow? I'm not surprised. It's so hard to come off the couch. It's so hard to come off the couch as an offensive lineman and play. Now, how he didn't realize his hamstring was messed up, I have no clue. Like, that I don't get. How do you not realize your hamstring's messed up? I don't get it, but we could end early, yeah. Penguins are choking and Yale. One more score about how safe this game might be over. Wait, Yale's not coming back. Wait, what the heck? They're coming back. Wait, what? What the heck? They're coming back. Wait a second. Wait. Yale's coming back? It was a massacre at the start. What do you mean they're coming back? It's an ESPN Plus, right? You can only help much to get the fire alarm goes off. Yep. Well, the fire alarm is going off on fire alarm is going off on Monday. Early in the day. Fire alarm is going off on Monday for some maintenance. Oh, no, Youngstown got a first down. Okay, they're good. They're good. Youngstown got a first. That's a good throw, too, with pressure. Man, that's a heck of a throw. Takes like as a shutout. I mean, that defense is stacked. I think that might be the second best team. Obviously, besides Ohio State, they're the best defense in the nation. Youngstown's thriving. They're in plus territory. What team choked on Monday? Oh, no, it's this Monday. This Monday it's going off. At like 10 in the morning. There's a problem with the system. It has nothing to do with anyone in the apartment. There's a problem with one of the pieces. Cowboys have a shot at the playoffs? If they beat the Lions, yes. I think right now, if they beat the Lions, they got a shot. No, not signing up for Denver, Washington. Nope. Not Sunday night for that one. You know, it's going off at, where's it going off? Let me check. Monday between 8 and 3. Have they not flexed the Rams Panthers? Panthers primetime back-to-back weeks. Figured it could be a blowout. Panthers not a big market team. I get it. Broncos Commanders has a chance to be close. I don't think Rams Panthers can be that close. Donaldson on the handoff up the middle. He'll get 8. Yeah, Denver, Washington, more of a fan base. Also, people like the Broncos right now. They also like the Rams, but Rams were just on Sunday night last week, so back-to-back weeks on Sunday night for the Rams. Panthers, not really an attractive team, even though they are in the mix. I get it. Lions, Cowboys, am I on the call for that? Thursday night, yes, we are. Yeah, that's Central Playoff game, yes. Rabbi Youngstown's driving. 2nd and 2. Dolphins, Bengals, 100%. That's getting flexed out. Hand up the middle, and that is West. Spins ahead for the first at the 25-yard line. Yeah, there is no universe where Dolphins-Bengals stays as the game. They will flex that out, and they will not think twice about it. Don't know to what yet, but they will flex that game. All right, Chargers have to be Eagles. Yeah, this is tough for the Chargers. That schedule is rough. They play the Raiders, and after that, they might be the underdog in all 5 games. If also Comic Stands left on schedule. If Dolphins-Bengals does not get flexed, yeah. Tennessee to score. I don't, head over the middle here to score. I think Tennessee wins the game. I was going to say, they're not getting shut out. If they're equivalent getting your socks wet, having Urban Meyer as your head coach. Don't get to score the game and enjoy the snow? Yep. I like this wintry weather. I like watching it. I don't like being in it. Yeah, I like Tennessee to win. 2nd and 8. No flex by Miami Cincy. 2 versus Spurs sounds exciting. Oh, no, you're good, Tim. You're good. I had a feeling that's what you meant. I had a feeling on that one. 2nd and 8. Hand up again. Donaldson up the middle. 4 straight runs. Just trying to kill clock and beat him on the line in the trenches. And Donaldson, he'll get 6. 3rd and 2. Keep Bengals Dolphins where it is. Eagles and Monsters Inc. is over for the Cowboys. Yep, I think so. Yeah, so week 16. It's right now week 16. You have Jaguars, Broncos, Steelers, Lions, Chargers, Cowboys, Patriots, Ravens. I did for Buffalo's video. Ooh. He's got 4 games on that could get flexed. And the networks only protect 1 each. Third one, QB sneak. Ran it by the goal line with stuff. This time we'll get it. How can Vince make the playoffs? They have to win out. And have to run the table. 10 and 7. Yeah, I mean, they could. It would take a miracle. Got to run the table. Yeah, Steelers, Lions, Jaguars, Broncos, Chargers, Cowboys, Patriots, Ravens. 4 games. Buccaneers, Panthers as well. 5 games that can get flexed in. You can only protect 2. Third season Arizona, winner. I love the semi in Arizona. Misdirection, handoff Donaldson, cuts up field to the 40. We brought down the 41-yard line after a game of 6, taking down by Cole Sullivan. On the table and pray, yep, pretty much. 6 straight runs, killing a lot of clock. Video about the Italian game switching, yes, I do remember that one, yeah. Bears said I kind of want to go to a dome because I missed the snow games. I completely get that. Yeah, we're going to miss a lot of snow games. I think Lambeau Field's going to be like our last chance at it. That's a crazy parlay, Joe. Mountain West parlay, I love it. Why is Comic Sans fun hated? It was overused so much in the 2000s. That's why. It was overused by everyone looking to be fun. Probably the same by added over 5 for 5 with shocked. Ooh, that's risky in the Iron Bowl. Sand taking a shot deep down the field, overthrown on the near sideline. Working on Berry, looking for Tate. Brings up 3rd down. Week 16, Ravens Steelers, week 18. I could see that. Well, they got 3 primetime games in week 18. Ravens Steelers should be one of them, I would think. If that's for the MC North, that's your Sunday night game easily. 3rd and 3. You cover play? Yeah, pretty much. It was like the only font people used to associate with parties and like having a good time. Wait, Lem Barney passed? Saying. Flushed out. He'll run for the first on the near sideline. Gain of 3 at the 44. Oh, it just happened at 80. Oh, man. Yes, it was. It was so overused. Absolute legend. Hall of Famer. One of the guys that wore the 20 jersey. One of the 3 guys who got the number retired with Billy Sims and Barry Sanders. I have his autographed helmet here. I have his autographed helmet. That's, man, I did not see that. Hall of Famer, too. Great, great player. Yeah, a lot of teams used it. You trust sorry, what? Great Dallas Kelly, Mel Blunt. Yep. To the bottom of the screen. Bears lines 3 teams for the playoffs. Donaldson trying to bounce outside and be thrown down behind the line. Loss of 1. Jair Hill. Take us to the end of the quarter. 2nd and 11. We go to the 4th. Come on, supposed to make sure you're a fun guy? Yes, 100%. So Bears Lions, I think the only concern with that would be, do the Bears, like if there's a team that can clinch a spot potentially. 10 CPs. If there's a team that can clinch a spot with the other results that might not try as hard. Yeah, Brian the Dinosaur. Great player, too. He had one of the greatest punt returns of all time. He had a punt return against the Bengals in 1970 that might be a top 5 punt return of all time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got shooting. If you like what you see, accept the like button, subscribe. Which teams winning for the Lions and losing out? Then they would, yes. Then they would. Mel Blunt is still alive. Yes, Mel Blunt's still alive. How's Monster Game in-game work? It's just like the oh, that's awesome, Bobby. That's awesome. I love when guys do that. Monsters Inc. game, it's gonna be like the Simpsons game. It's gonna be like the Toy Story game. It's just going to be like that. Yep, 4th quarter, yep. 4th quarter. I'll make the stream public for Oregon. I'll link that in a little bit. If Ohio State scores a touchdown, we'll call it. On this drive. So I take time off the clock. It was better than the Toy Story game. I'll tell you that much. It was way better than the Toy Story game. It was still kind of a mess. He's done his greatest human to play in the NFL. He is definitely up there. I have no problem with saying he's the greatest humanitarian in NFL history. I have no problem with that. Voice actors going to be on it? Yes. Well, the voice actors are pre-recorded. But yeah, they do their own segments. And make them ever good teams ever? No. I mean, we've only had 2. Jaguars, Falcons, and Cowboys, Bengals. We've only had 2. Have like your notes for the boots style. She's working at a fast food restaurant. He said she's working at Burger Home with a wow. Jeez. Oh, that would be good if it full this video. Sims game in the future? Probably a one-time deal. Because the novelty wears off. I'm surprised Monsters Inc. game now, and not 2 years down the road when the roller coaster opens up. He has, yes. He won more Play Man of the Year. Yes. Like, I'm very surprised if you're doing Monsters Inc. Do it when the coaster opens up. Like, do that cross promotion. Why not? Why do it now? I don't get it. I don't get why now for Monsters Inc. As soon as a movie coming out in a couple years, maybe that's tomorrow. Well, the movie's coming out in the summertime. So you have to do it. I think it's 27 it's coming out, so you have to do it again in 26. Do they do it twice in 3 years? I don't know. With all the properties they got? I don't know. Maybe a Family Guy game. I could see Family Guy. Family Guy, I think, would be the next one they do. King of the Hill game? Ooh. Well, Family Guy's got enough characters, you could do it. Pure just fights the chicken at halftime for the halftime show. I think Family Guy's next. Yeah, Wolverine never won the award ever. It's crazy about that. It's only the GDs for Ohio State. We'll see. It's 2nd and 11. You face a Furby, that would be cool too. Phineas Furby would be a great pick. I thought that would be the one too with the new season. Find that's the phrase when in time with Popeyes to have a pizza chain. That's gonna be free money. Second 11, one at the top, one at the bottom. Herbert playing for the Browns. Yes. God. They'll send 4. Checks it down. That's caught. Max Clare in the flat on the near side to the 48-yard line before he's taken down by Rolder. That'll be amazing. Will we have the Patriots? Yes, I think so. We have to be the Patriots. If it's for a game, I think will happen at some point. Problem is, Phineas and Ferb, it has to be a Monday Night Football game. Problem is that the target audience of Phineas and Ferb is kids. And they'll be asleep during that. This seems like target audience for Monsters Inc. It's kids, but I don't know. 1 top, 2 at the bottom in the pistol here. 3rd and 2. You know, they do it for every game. Handoff here. Jackson breaks a tackle. Bounces outside. He's got the first. He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage. But he's just so hard to bring down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 12. The Richard Ryan Montreal, I have not. If it's from playing as a Dolphins, that is true. The second halftime heat they did in 2019, I never heard of that one. I've legit never heard of that one. I knew about the first one. I've never heard about the second one. First down to 35. At some point, I'll do an entire Up With People documentary. No, Up With People. Not Up With People. Although I could do that. In Living Color is what I meant. Retire arms and freedom serves us 25, 30-year-olds. That is also true. I mean, I'm loving this season. Hand up on the stretch play and nothing doing there for West. Taking down to 36. In Miami, punching the playoff. I don't know about that, but they're dominating right now. 2 lost Miami. It'd be tough to keep them out. It's going to be an interesting debate in that 11 for that final spot with Texas, Bama, Miami. It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's like SpongeBob. That is true. It is like SpongeBob in that regard. They would say Mickey Mouse at some point, but they do dunk the halls. That one actually works. Basketball actually works. Dunk the halls was actually very good. I was surprised. They did basketball, and it was very good. Handoff again. Gets into the second level. West breaks 3 tackles before he's finally brought down at the 22-yard line. Look at the spread, at least. What was the spread? I don't know what the spread was on this. South Park game? Oh, that'd be great. With the profanity. Has to have the profanity. Yeah, breaking the tackle there on Brandon Hillman. Summerall's a favorite. I'm not surprised. I think I'd rather have Fish than Summerall, but I get it. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I formation here. Tight end in motion to the bottom of the screen. They'll call a stretch play. Stays on his feet. Down to the 14. Goes Jackson on the near side. Family Guy is much more raunchy than Simpsons where they have a crossover. It's not that much more raunchy. I mean, it is raunchy. But I mean, they have the South Park character cutouts at a Broncos game. And Family Guy the first 3 seasons was not raunchy. Cartoons more than actual live-action movies. I get that. Paramount Plus South Park game, that'd be fun. Oh, that'd be fun. 2nd and 2. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. Head about the middle. Jackson denied. 3rd and 1. Every time a player gets benched, you have to do they took our jobs. sound effect. Every time a player gets benched. Same with the next player drafted Arch in 27. He might be the first. He might be the first. Second half of him in 2019, 6-man tag team went a little over 15 minutes. Did not know that. Third and one, figure 4 down territory. They're taking a lot of time off the clock. Yeah, if they score on this drive, we'll call it. It'll be 3 scores. Saying. West in the backfield. QB sneak. He's got it. Some masterful drive by the Buckeyes. About 8 minutes off the clock. I'll have it at the 11-yard line. 3 points makes it a 3-score game. Suck for saying, yep. Man down for Manning. Suck for saying. Yale is coming back, by the way. There's 7 minutes left in the Yale game against Youngstown. How's the quarterbacks always stuck in the NFL? The Stroud's are pretty solid. Can he die in game? Yes, you have to. Yale's got goal to go down by 13. That's Youngstown. Don't miss Spread's going to come in and save the Wolves. I do not. Monster drive here. Only thrown once on this drive. Actually, twice on this drive. 17th play. Yeah, that for Arch 2 works. Handoff. Donaldson up the middle. Just staying on schedule. Down at the 7. Trey Pierce brings him down. Michigan fans leaving. Wouldn't shock me. With this weather. 18th play of the drive. Killing tons of time. Yeah, I would leave at this point too, yeah. Touchdown here, we'll call it. Just everything, just do tons of Whopper references during the video. Yes, I love that. So Toledo's going to get the spot in the MAC. Yeah, just chaos with all the teams in there. Handoff again, Donaldson cuts up the middle on the stretch play. He'll get 1. Taken down by Derek Moore. He's up 3rd down at the 5-yard line. 3rd and about 4. Play number 19 coming up. This drive has taken about 10 minutes. Offensive thing I've ever seen watching a game? Most offensive thing? I don't know about like offensive thing. I always love when a player gets injured and then they immediately follow it up with a Whopper ad. Like, that's like, okay, what are we doing here? Jam up by 3 at the half? All right. In college basketball. 3rd and 4. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Play action, saying. Nothing there. Just going to throw the one on the back of the end zone. You figure they'll kick the field goal. If it's 3 scores, we'll call it. Youngstown State chokes, so we'll have a decor on a pike. If we survive Montana State, we'll kick our butt, yeah. Well, 4th and goal, Yale's going for it. I'll bring the field goal unit out here for Ohio State. Yale, slam pass, caught. Yale's coming back. How they handle that? I don't know. They play into it for sure. Love Max, so unique. I'm going flashes. Yeah, after Kenny Burns set the program in the dumps. 23-yard try. Kick is up. It's perfect. 27-9. You don't get 7 on it. It's an awfully good drive, nonetheless. A drive that took 12 minutes off the clock. Arch, Raiola, Carr, and Lagway. Yeah, well, Lagway, he needs to improve a lot. Also depends on if Levitt comes out as well. I was saying a 27-3 run, yep. Yeah, literally, Bobby. Yeah. Literally. Right, we'll give it a drive. We'll give it Michigan, see if they can do anything, and then we'll call it. If Michigan does, we're going to stay on for this Michigan drive, and if they can't do anything, we'll call it early. But a 12-minute drive. Can't do much better than that. One of the best drives by any team this season. Yeah, their playoff hopes are done. They are done, man. UCF almost just missed an interception. Well, Yale Youngstown, 42-36. It is getting there. Yeah, I don't know if there's any gift cards for that. So 9:30 we head to the Citrus Bowl. Yep. The streak will end. Barring anything insane. If there's anything else, yeah, I can't believe EL's coming back. Especially these playoff games were not at the same time as all this. Kiffin deleted his post about Monty, by the way. Kiffin deleted his last post about Monty. So, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, you'll take the burgers. I don't like them instead yet. Emoji is my sister's dog. Citrus Bowl? I don't know. Let me check the bowl schedule. Let me check. Citrus Bowl. I think I would, yes. I think I would call the Citrus Bowl. Well, do you make the call for it? Because we got 4 bowl games that day. We'll call one of them. I think Citrus Bowl would be the game I call. Yeah, it's not Brutus. Brutus is 11 left right now. Fair catch. Kickoff to the 25-yard line. Gotta get the TV timeout in because that drive took forever. Gotta get the TV timeout in there. This is unreal, yep. If you like what I said, like, button, subscribe. Have you ever pulled Remember You Rule? That's a great idea for a video. Bruce is apparently 60 years old. And mascot years, what was that mascot years, though? The game was turn a Gremlin steak and Mr. The TV timeouts for next level. Yep. Oh yeah, no, it's a very different experience in the stadium. Very different in the stadium. Yeah, named Jimmy. Yes, definitely named Jimmy. It was nuclear where first round state game is last year's against Michigan. Yeah, I can't even imagine what the environment's like. Yeah, I do love that rivalry. It's gonna be fun. 35-7, and now, yeah, Yale's getting the ball back. Yale is getting the ball back. You technically could do that, yeah, but it doesn't mean about anything. Just lose a Sunday playoff, hopes over with? No. No, not at all. Now, if they lose their next 2, they're in trouble. But if you play the Chiefs next week, I'll go streaming this week, I'm with you. Oh, 18 playoff? No, 12. 12-team playoff. Yeah, Yale's getting at the 43-yard line with 3 minutes left. How excited do you think it'll beat Indiana? Yes, I think Ohio State's the best team in the nation right now. Right, 18 playoff after the first round, yep. Same format as last year, except it's top 4 seeds, not top 4 conference champions. I don't believe this with Yale Youngstown State. So another AS stop for A and B. The other one be the Oregon Megacorp to realize the AS stop is awful. Yeah, at least they abandoned it. At least they finally got rid of the... Come on, ride the flow, Dad. I gotta see if they return to college. I think they all should. What? Or they all could? Oh my god, Yale's going! Yale's going! Yale's going! Yale is taking the lead. Yale is taking the lead on Youngstown. First play for Michigan after the break. Incomplete. Broken up by Jermaine Matthews. Oh my goodness. First play. Who are the last 4 in? Texas would easily be in. Miami easily gets in. BYU easily gets in. One of the top 2 of the line back to his left. Tight end in motion. Underwood. Snaps it. Pump fake. Has to escape. Will get sacked to the 17-yard line. Thrown down by Kenyatta Jackson. Ohio State has not allowed 17 points in a game all season. Only to allow 17 in the next 8 minutes to lose this one. Have we hided yet? There's nothing else to hide to. There's really nothing else to hide to. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not Minnesota? Yeah, why not Minnesota? Well, yeah, I need to get the assets for it. 3rd and 18. Serious fire? No, no chance. One top 2 at the bottom. Underwood. In the flat, caught, gain of 1. 4th and 17, gonna have to go for it at this point. You have no other options, I would think. Do you think bad one's the Iron Bowl? I do, yeah. You usually don't see ranked versus unranked upsets in the Iron Bowl. Caleb Downs on the stop. Collapses on the flat. Only a gain of 1. Right, Duke? Yeah, they always make Mark Travis, to be fair. Michigan's going to punt. Oh, wow, they're waving the white flag. Well, Michigan punts, so they're waving the white flag. Field the 27. Turns to the 40, 45, and that's where Ohio State goes down. All right, so they're waving the white flag. There's 6:38 to go. I'm going to call it here. We're going to call it here. Oregon-Washington is starting at around 3:40 Eastern Time. We're going to call this one early, seeing as it is a 3-score game. Ohio State has the ball, and there is no chance after that punt that they can come back. So we're going to call this early. I appreciate you guys a ton. Join for the Oregon stream against Washington. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Ohio State will win the game for the first time since 2019. They snapped their streak. They're going to go to Indianapolis to take on Indiana in a battle of 2 undefeated teams. We'll have 1 unbeaten left going into the playoff for the 1 seed. Appreciate you guys being here. I don't have the assets for Youngstown State. I have to get everything in. I don't have enough time to do that. JG9 signing off, and I will see you guys in about 30 minutes time.